Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Being in business for over 25 years, we've learned a lot about why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
At Ryan Buick GMC, we treat every day like game day.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen, on 2. Ready?
We know how to get you in the right vehicle.
Blue Canyon, said hut, hut.
From the test drive to the handoff, we make every step easy. This season, start your drive at Ryan Buick GMC.
We started with small beginnings. And just like the visionary entrepreneurs we serve, we turned an idea into reality. Today, we give you the power to grow your ideas by building meaningful relationships in the communities we serve. Because it's the same place we started. BNC National Bank, where possibilities begin right here at home.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go, so.
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved. Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
It's a rivalry that needs no introduction. The Demons, the Patriots, one more time from Lynette Olson Gymnasium. Bismarck High comes across town to take on the Century Patriots. Girls WDA basketball. Good to have you tuned into the PSP Network tonight. It's our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Alongside the Hall of Famer, Chuck Claremont, Todd Domreys, welcoming you as, Chuck, like I said, this needs no introduction, and for yourself, a Hall of Famer with the Bismarck Demons. Congratulations again on that, partner. This is such a good night, such a great rivalry, and I expect folks crammed in here to the rafters this evening.
It does bring me back to the days back in 83 to 85 when I was playing for the Demons. This was absolutely a game, Todd, you look forward to, because you played against these kids, not only in basketball, but growing up, whether it was on the sandlot, whether it was in the soccer field, you name it, you were playing against these kids, and you have developed some friendships but you've also developed some of the biggest rivalries you can actually talk about. And it's just a beautiful thing when you can come out here and you can play tough against friends, and when you're done, you shake their hands. And that's kind of what tonight's about to me, because I know these kids in the summers, a lot of times they play against each other. You know, they're actually playing in summer basketball together in some of those traveling teams. And so they're definitely friends, but when you cross the line, the friendship ends, let's just say, and you want to win these games. So it's a pretty cool game, and it's developed. It's even more cooler when the teams are competitive, and I think this year's one of those years that both these teams, and boys and girls, are going to be competitive.
Yeah, you see Century at 8-2, still ranked in that poll. Century lost 2 of their last 3 now, losing to Mandan and to Minot, and obviously Bismarck High School. Nice 7-4 record. I would say they have that signature win against the Legacy Sabres, the game that you and I had, and we kind of predicted it. We were like, hey, wait a minute, don't discount the Bismarck Demons on any given night, and Coach Shetler will have the girls ready to play tonight as a rivalry night, packed house, pink night. What else can we ask for?
Just a quality game on both teams, right? That's what we're hoping for. And talking to the coaches, kind of watching some of the players, Todd, you can really tell they are excited for this. No matter how cold it is outside, it is warmed up inside here. These two teams got a lather going. The crowd's got a lather going. And by the time this gets going, it's going to be loud in here. I mean, even the boys' JV game, Todd, it had that atmosphere already of this exciting game. And then what more could we get? 67-66, the Demons win on a foul called at the last second of the game. Is that a good official who makes a call?
I was just going to say the same thing. Tip of the cap to Mr. Steve Meyer. He was a part of the crew that was doing the JV game, and they made the executive decision to call a foul with 1 second left and not to let that game go to overtime. So congratulations to them. All right, let's jump right into the girls' AA standings across the state of North Dakota tonight, brought to you by the UPS store. They got located on South Broadway in Minot in the Marketplace Foods Plaza. They're there for all your packing and shipping needs. Yeah, you got Minot leading the pack in the WDA. Mandan, just that one loss to Minot. Then the Century Patriots, Legacy and Bismarck and Williston kind of stacked in there, trailed by St. Mary's. And then you've obviously got Horace out east as the team in the Hawks, the defending state champions, off to a nice start in conference play.
Yeah, you take a look at that. I mean, to me, it's the top 6 teams. Those are the teams that really are super competitive. Century ended up playing St. Mary's last game. They blew them out 72-49. So to me, when you look at terms of the competitive part, it's 1 through 6, and I think Minot stands out just a little bit. Now with Fricky's back playing so well, that definitely is going to be a team tough to beat. They got inside, they got outside, and Mandan. They showed Mandan on Tuesday that, hey, we are here. Don't overlook us. And I think the championship they got back in 8th grade, it's been too many years that Minot, those two girls, that I think the expectation, Todd, between Minot was they got 8th grade, how many are they going to win in a row?
Yeah.
And they haven't won one since. So ultimately, Minot leads it there.
Now there's your WDA standings and a quick glance at your girls' top 10 scorers across AA basketball in our great state of North Dakota, brought to you by Bones Barbecue Sauce. Good on everything from burgers to ribs to veggies. That's Bones Barbecue Sauce, bottled and produced right here in North Dakota. Yeah, Ellie Laskowski for the North Sentinels leading the state. Lily Bell is just the numbers she's going to have in her career are going to be, I don't want to say unattainable, but they're going to be so high that somebody's going to have to play since about 4th grade to catch her.
Yeah, I mean, she played 8th. She didn't get to play 7th grade. Maggie Fricky actually played 7th grade, so it's going to be tough to catch her. But that's a pretty good stack of people. Maggie Fricky now is making the list because now she's played 5+ games. The interesting thing is neither one of these two teams have anybody Century or Bismarck High, but bottom line is they're pretty balanced scoring between these two teams. There's not one person that stands out like that you're going to consistently. So while these two teams, they're very good, they just don't have a standout person that's going to score 20 points a game or maybe go get you 25 when you need it.
Now there's your top 10 scorers in AA, brought to you again by Bones Barbecue Sauce. Boy, you want to talk about burying the lead. What am I doing? Because if you haven't heard, the PSP Network is your official broadcast home for these postseason events, 15 of them. We couldn't be more thrilled. Stay tuned and keep locked into our social media platforms as our PSP Plus subscriptions will be coming soon. And we're going to introduce a brand new app. We did it in the fall for the football season, and that'll be in lockstep for our winter basketball season here, and also hockey, WDA coverage, district, regional, tournaments coming up. And yeah, that PSP Plus app, go find it in your app store. Get that thing locked and loaded in. Over 140 games coming your way on the PSP network.
That's crazy. I know we have to buckle up from between broadcast people and camera people, but you know who has to buckle up is the people that are going to watch it, because they're going to have so many opportunities to see some awesome basketball down the stretch, and we're going to get an opportunity to bring it to you. And very thankful for the leader and the owner of our company, Nick Holberg, kind of putting all that together. TD, I know you were a big help in helping with the bids and everything else, and I know us, me as a simple talent guy, really appreciate it, because there's nothing better than the seat we get to have and being able chance to bring you the mission of showing kids and recognizing our kids and athletes across the state is pretty special.
100%. Promoting local athletes is what put the PSP network on the map, and our commitment to postseason basketball hopefully displays that to all of you. And oh, by the way, those passes might be the best value in basketball. For less than probably one trip to the concession stand, you can buy all 15 tournaments with a premier pass. So just stay tuned, as that'll be coming your way very, very soon. Just got the rights a few days ago, so we'll have those things ready to go. All right, fans, Valvoline Instant Oil Change brings you our pregame show. Timely services that don't slow you down. 15-minute oil changes, locations in Minot and Bismarck. Find them online at VIOC.com. We'll come back and dig into our keys to the game. We'll look around the league, give you the BNC games. We'll be tracking tonight on our scoreboard, and we will get set for tip-off tonight from Lynette Olson Gymnasium. The Demons, the Patriots, right here on the PSP Network.
So Carson, how do I become a great football player like you?
Well, practice and having a professional team to answer the call and handle anything you throw their way is also important.
Hey Carson, thanks for teaching crew about community banking at First Western. First Western, you can bank on us.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's going to go. So
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved. Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
For those who dream big, Ackerman Estvold is here with the latest tools and innovations to design smart. Our team of architects and engineers carefully plan every step of construction, making it possible to build bold. And most importantly, we know how valuable it is to give back, ensuring our communities continue to thrive for generations to come. That's Ackerman Estvold.
You're like, what's that? Well, hey, in the state of North Dakota, we just completed a 3-day special session of our legislative bodies. There's a look at the North Dakota House. Now we swing over to the Senate. I heard the school lunch thing didn't get the nod today.
It did not.
It did not, yep.
Man, that's pretty cool. I mean, you look at some of these kids on the floor, Todd. Some of these kids on the floor right now are going to be in that session right now. And a lot of the people that were in the session at one point in time were playing on the hardwood. So definitely a connection between that legislative session and what the kids are playing right here. There's plenty of kids, I'm sure, in civics or government or something that are going to make the commitment to be right there at the Bismarck Capitol someday.
Now we're back inside Lynette Olson Gymnasium. It's our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Timely services that don't slow you down. 15-minute oil changes. Locations in Minot and Bismarck. You can find them online at VIOC.com. Bismarck 7-4, Century 8-2. We mentioned as part of the graphic, Century 5-2 now in conference play. The Demons 4-4, and all right, Chuck. Let's glance quickly at the schedule as we got a whole host of games tonight. A triple header of WDA basketball this evening. Of course, you got Century and Bismarck right here. Minot High visiting Legacy. Joe Cattell, Scott Woodmansey on the call over there. Williston at Minot North. You got boys hockey tonight. Minot United at Dickinson, and a really good matchup in Division B basketball. Our Redeemers at Velva. There's your schedule this week on the PSP Network.
Hey, those are three good hoop schedules for us tonight. Every one of those games, both boys and girls should be competitive on that piece. So move around.
Absolutely.
set your screen up on your YouTube TV and get all three of them going at the same time.
We've got the live look-ins locked and loaded here, so we'll give you look-ins for Minot and Legacy tonight throughout the course of our broadcast. But right now it's time for our Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game. Call Dylan today, 222-2155. Man, it's cold out there. We have a polar vortex across our state, so make sure that furnace is in top-notch shape and ready for winter. Call Dylan today, 222-2155. Your Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game. First off, for the Demons. Hey, this is a team that they press. They play full court. They want to get up and play you, and it's going to be key for the Demons tonight to create some turnovers against Century.
You got to get some easy buckets because Century's going to make you earn them in half-court offense, and so it's a Century team just averaging 12 turnovers a game, and so Bismarck High is going to have to get in their face, force some turnovers, and get some easy buckets because they have not shot the ball very well against this Century team in the history in the last year for sure. I mean, they were averaging about less than 30% total. So you got to get turnovers, you got to get easy buckets on the other side, TD. You can't rely on your half-court offense.
And for the Century Patriots tonight, patience. It's a virtue, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think you got to make the Demons play defense. The Bismarck High is going to want to get things going and move things, get things up to speed it up. And while Century scores 70 a game, I think Century's also comfortable in a half-court offense, and they definitely have some good athletes. They got some great shooters. Century shooting one of the best in overall effective field goal percentages in the West region. So patience, move the basketball, make the Demons play defense.
Now there's your Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game tonight. Call Dylan today, 222-2155. New installations, upgrades, all your furnace and AC needs at Northern Plains Heating and Air. Get a good look there at Kaylee Wellstead. How about the youth movement for the Century Patriots? I mean, these two kids are great basketball players. Watching Thornton guard Lily Bell again in that Minot game, I was like, holy moly, where are these kids? I mean, these kids are schooled on the defensive end as well as they are on the offensive end.
We would have never predicted that.
I know.
When we said, who's going to guard Lily? Because that was actually one of my comments to one of the assistant coaches saying, who's going to guard Lily? Last thing I was expecting, it was going to be Kinley Thornton, but she showed that she's 5'11", and she's so smart. The coaches have such great praise for her and her strength and her understanding of the game. Said one of the best they've ever had come through in terms of how she understands offense and defense. And she played. It affected her offense because I think she was 3 for 17, but she sure played great defense and played really hard against Lely down low.
All right, fans, that'll put just about a wrap here on our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. It is filing in and filling up fast. You better get here soon if you're going to find a seat here at Lynette Olson Gymnasium tonight. Buckle up. The lineups, the anthem, the opening tap coming up next. Bismarck and Century one more time here from North Bismarck.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
And just like the visionary entrepreneurs we serve, we turned an idea into reality. BNC National Bank, where possibilities begin right here at home.
Todd Darmers alongside Chuck Claremont back at Olson Gym at Century High School. Oh, big night tonight. A lot of things going on. You got dance teams at halftime. You got a full house. You got pink nights. Heather Trainer and Yvonne Delzer are the gals and young ladies, both battling breast cancer, that are getting the money raised for them tonight. They got a 50-50 drawing. They got other fundraising events going on and trying to beat that dreadful disease, cancer. All right, fans, we're just about rolling here for our national anthem tonight, as we do on all of our PSP Network broadcasts. Let's honor those who serve. Let's say thanks to those men and women, and let's honor America, honor our flag, and we'll have our playing of our national anthem tonight.
From Century High School, Riley Earhart, Jackson Leib, and Reagan Weiss.
Get a trio from Century High School tonight bringing you our national anthem.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight the ramparts we were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Well, partner, you and I are never ceased to amaze by the talent that we roll out here in our music departments.
And your daughter, actually, I remember her
Yeah.
singing at one time. That'd be pretty special. That my family did not get the singing.
we only had one of three. I can tell you that much. All right, let's take a look at these starting lineups tonight. First off, for Coach Shetler and the Bismarck Demons. Izzy Dahl is a starting guard. She's a 5'8 junior. Cambry Newmiller is in the starting lineup, a 5'10 senior.
5'8 junior, number 22, Grace Newman.
Grace Newman, the 5'8 junior.
At guard, a 5'9 senior, number 24, Reagan Newmiller.
Reagan Newmiller joins her twin sister Cambry in the lineup, 5'9 senior. And Jordan Rood. Rood, every time we have a PSP broadcast, she plays good. So she's a 5'10 senior. The Demons will roll out 3 seniors, 2 juniors in that starting 5 again for head coach Bill Shetler.
Yeah, Rood didn't start the last couple games, TD, because she had that hurt ankle against Williston, but she got plenty of minutes. Coach Shetler decided to put her back in the lineup today. Opal Sorensen had got some to start the last couple games.
And the Century starting 5 has the freshman Kaylee Wellstead. Joined by another 9th grader wearing a different number tonight with the pink uniforms. That is Kinley Thornton.
I love watching the girls throw the T-shirts. I was talking to Woody about that one. Kelsey Plum, remember that back in the day, watch these girls throw and show how athletic they are.
Abby Foslin, the senior, starts as well as a forward. Addie Weigel joins her in the starting lineup. And the junior Olivia Klimple. Nate Wellstead in his 5th season will start. 2 freshmen, 2 seniors, and a junior in the starting 5. All right, fans, again, thanks to the Valvoline Instant Oil Change for bringing you our pregame tonight. Timely services that don't slow you down. 15-minute oil changes, locations in Minot and Bismarck. Find them online at VIOC.com. Rood and Thornton will jump it up. Zebras are ready. Are you ready for the Demons and the Patriots tonight? We sure are here on the PSP Network. Century has the opening tap. Yeah, settle in front of that fireplace at your house or wherever you're watching tonight. Put the feet up and enjoy a little WDA basketball tonight from Century as Thornton had that shot contested.
Yeah, blocked already by Rood.
No touching of the rim, so Century's got 10 to shoot. Post up for Klimple. Square up, goes left, kick out, Foslin from downtown.
It's a great way to start it, Todd. Get it inside. Great recognition there by Olivia Klimple, recognizing the double team, and out to the wide open Foslin.
And now Century creates a turnover. Wellstead got drilled. So Century, the team that sometimes picks up full court, most of the time is a hard-nosed half-court team. They decided to come out and press the Demons a little bit.
And that's what they did last year too, Todd. They created 24, 25, and 19 turnovers against the Demons and really turned those into a whole bunch of points. So I think Coach Wellstead recognized that and tried it right away, and the Demons already had the turnover. I think it hit one right in the chest or the face even.
I was like, what is going on with our scoreboard? Did not they make that three-pointer?
She did, yeah.
This says 2-0.
Oh, it's up there. It's only 2-0. That's why.
I know that.
They have to, yeah.
There we go.
Our scoreboard. I thought it would be ours.
Folks, before you start calling into the PSP network, just tell the guys running the clock down there, we take a direct interface from that scoreboard, which is now correct.
Yeah.
5-0.
Thank goodness we don't have to change it every score. Got enough. Well, you got enough going on. I just get to talk.
Newmiller winds up a deep three from the right wing. No good. One and done for Bismarck High, but they extend some quick pressure. Century breaks that relatively easy, and into the front court come the Patriots wearing the pink jerseys tonight. Outline a little navy blue, obviously in the home white. Century goes high post to Klimpel, and a little reach in behind there for Newman.
Yeah, Grace Newman. She didn't like it either to Coach Shetler, but official was like literally 3 feet from her, saw that she had the top of the arm, got to make that call. Century really has had control of this series, TD. While Century's won 3 straight, but 27 of 29 since 2014. Pretty crazy in terms of the dominance the Patriots have had in this series.
Addie Weigel a little too strong. Yeah, it was a couple wins in succession a couple years ago for Bismarck High School, but other than that, it has been all Century.
Yeah, last time was the time Bismarck High got to state.
Yep.
Where they beat Century 67-51. The first time Century hadn't got to state in a long time.
On a cut, shot flies into the bottom of the backboard for Grace Newman. Century quickly into the front court. Wellstead wants it. No. Missed it from deep. Klimpel with the putback.
And she's so good at the offensive rebounds, Todd. Averaging like 4 or 5 offensive rebounds a game and always around that block when the shot's up.
Century out to a touchdown lead. Newmiller tries a dribble drive. She's double teamed, and the Patriots take it away. How about the start for Century? Little 2-on-2 and a foul as Klimpel's going to get hit there by Jordan Rude, and Century operating efficiently here in the first couple minutes.
Yeah, that's one thing, too, that Century does so well is when they force a turnover, they get out in the break, they turn it into points.
Now you got a Ryan Family Dealership replay there, and an early timeout for Coach Shetler. Brought to you by First International Bank and Trust. 7-0 Century leads with 15:32 here to play in your first half.
Learned a lot about why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
Well, the junior Olivia Klimpel toes the Serve Pro free throw line. And she makes the first one.
Shooting 58.3% from the charity stripe for the year. She just really has stepped up her game, Todd. I mean, and having an inside presence like Olivia, not only, she rebounds well, but she passes the ball so well, too.
Klimpel gets 1 of 2, and Century leads 8-0 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Izzy Dahl cranks up that left-handed 3, and Bismarck High can't buy one right now.
Yeah, and that was hot last game. She made 5 threes, her most ever in her life, she said, when we interviewed her after the game.
Oh, and Wellstead through the wickets, and an unforced error there for Century. Now that First International Bank and Trust timeout a moment ago brought to you by FIBT. First International Bank and Trust. Been doing it since 1910. Bismarck High has Opal Sorensen in the game. She retreats, looks for a post up, can't get it in there. Well, we're just going to get used to the traffic in front of our vantage point tonight, as now you get a tied up basketball. Zebras come in, and the alternating arrow will belong to Bismarck High School.
Century's so good at that. The ball goes into the post. They are immediately digging down, Todd. You've got to be recognizing that if you're somebody in the post. You get it. Somebody's coming at you. That means somebody's open.
Century again, the quick start here. Bismarck High School looking for that first basket. Newmiller, the killer crossover, but it gets poked away off her leg, out of bounds.
Good reach in by Kaylee Wellstead as she tipped it right off the leg of Reagan Newmiller.
Get a good look at it here. Yeah, there it went. Right off of Reagan's shin. Ryan Family Dealership brings you that instant replay. Find them online at driveryan.com. Tegan Schmidt into the game for Century, along with Lakin Johnson. Foslin goes high post area to Klimpel. 12 to shoot for Century. Between the legs, spins, double team for Bismarck High. Good defense.
And Bismarck does the same thing. They let Klimpel kind of dribble herself into a stop, and when she did, Izzy Dahl came flying down, forced that tie-up.
Hey fans, Minot State brings you tonight's game. Be seen, be heard, be you at MSU. Century got it into the painted area with Schmidt. Patriots got to beat the shot clock, and they didn't realize it.
Yeah, pretty nonchalant right there, and that's Coach Wellstead saying, hey, you got to know what the shot clock is. Got to know the situation. What's the call? Time and...
Yeah. Time and score?
Score and time. You got to know what's going on, and somebody didn't there.
Got a good look at Coach Wellstead there in the squatted position in front of the Century bench.
12 years at the Bismarck or Century boys game. Boys assistant coach.
And Bismarck High, Grace Newman, a little back cut there, and she laid it in for Bismarck's first 2 of the night.
Yeah, just under the 14-minute mark. So 4 minutes of great defense for the Patriots.
Century on top, 8-2. Yeah, if you're still pulling up, be prepared. There's not a lot of seats left.
No. It's close to standing room only.
Klimpel to the little jump hook, and that settles off. Rebound to Dahl. Izzy streams it into the front court. Post up for Rude. Backing in. Left-hand shot, good.
Oh, I love it. I talked about her going to her left because they overplay her that way so much. And I bet her dad talked to her about that, saying, hey, you got to drop step that one, and a great drop step to the baseline using that left hand.
Bismarck has scored 4 straight. Ooh, the nice Euro step for Kaylee Wellstead.
4th point of the game, and just keeps getting better and better, Todd. She's not playing like a freshman.
She answers that 2 for Century, or for Bismarck, excuse me. Oh, now the points are coming in bunches as the dribble drive, the left-handed kiss off the window for Reagan Newmiller.
Basketball number 24, Reagan Newmiller.
I didn't even get to say 10-4, good buddy, because now it's 10-6.
Didn't have time.
I know.
And we talked about Reagan's sister, Peyton.
Everybody left Wellstead, who air-jacked it. Yeah, Peyton Newmiller.
Yes, we were trying to figure out where she's at if she played basketball in college. Talked to her dad, Mitch. He said, nope, she had some offers, some opportunities to play soccer. Ended up going to school up at UND and was in some medical programs up there. So she was a really good soccer and basketball player for the Demons.
Wellstead with the step around. Century 3-on-3. Wellstead leaves it for Schmidt. Too strong. Klimpel tips it, kept it alive. Cleared out of there by the Demons. Newman, Sorensen, thought about the deep 3. Rude reverses it to Dahl. Nope, wide left. Battle on the glass. Newmiller shovels it to Dahl, and it's swatted off of her leg, out of bounds to Century.
Izzy is talking with the official, saying, she shoved me out of bounds. Got to call that. Izzy's going to take a seat. And see who checked in. Looked like it was Briar Johnner, TD, 5'7" junior, number 2 for the Demons.
And Bismarck High still extending this pressure. Century breaks it. Johnson thought about a 3. Schmidt posts now step out for Thornton. Crosses over a couple times, and Briar Johnner, a little hand check there.
She's such a threat outside the three-point line, 19 of 49. One of the better shooters in the West region outside that line. You got to come out and you got to guard her, and she showed off her handles right there with a crossover and went to the rack.
Central the 4-point advantage. Turn on the corner as Wellstead. Couldn't hit the scoop.
2 coaches' kids playing against each other right there.
Johnner to Newman. Delzer can hit those, but that one scuttles off the 10, but it's ratcheted out of bounds by Century.
Yeah, I think Tegan Schmidt, who checked in too, the 5'3" freshman, was talking to some of the coaches. They really like her intensity and what she's brought to the game, playing more and more minutes every game, TD.
Hey fans, today's game brought to you in part by the UPS store located on South Broadway in Minot. They're there for all your packing and shipping needs. Oh, how about that little takeaway?
Just ripped it away.
Johnson with the thievery. Thornton trailing the play. No, short from downtown.
Maybe just a hair outside of her normal range. You got to step in and kind of hoist it like that.
Set it up for Delzer again. This time, in and out, Heartbreak Hotel. Newman battling for the glass and the rebound, but it's cleared by Wellstead. Hey, Planet Pizza brings you tonight's game. Been doing it for 25 years in the Magic City, trying the Blue Buffalo or the plain cheese at Planet Pizza. 10:30 to play in the first half on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Dribble drive there, and Century lost the handle. Wellstead trying to create, but couldn't do it.
A good no call by the officials. Wellstead just a little bit out of control, split the defense, fell down. Coach Dad kind of gave her that look just a little bit.
So good to have Aaron Wald and Brittany Hill producing, running the cameras for us tonight on the PSP Network. We have a stable of talented crew. Thank them on a nightly basis for bringing you all the sights and the views from these gymnasiums around town. I like that little nifty lean in there as Cambry Newmiller in attack mode and then just kind of shoveled it under the arm of the defender.
And Newmiller 5'10", recognizing that Tegan Schmidt at 5'3" was guarding her, saying, how about if I just go right at her? I looked up, I must have missed the replay, my bad. I'll pay more attention to that. And I like what she did, as you were kind of alluded to that, Todd, leaned in with that right hand to draw that foul.
I love this end zone view on the free throws here. If they tickle the twine, it's even better. Look at that.
The Demons have kind of readied the ship.
You're right, they have. Cambry Newmiller has her first two of the night, and it's just a 2-point lead for Century. 4 straight for Bismarck.
Yeah, it was 8-0 run, and then for the Patriots, now an 8-2 run for the Demons.
Tegan Schmidt, hello.
Yeah, well, right on the cue. We talked about her. You didn't pick her up, and she can hit it. 4 for 12 on the season, make that 5 now of 13. Nice stroke, good rotation.
Century answers a couple Bismarck hoops with a 3 of their own, and under 10 to play. Patriots by 5. Oh, inside, Johnner just flipped it up, cleaned up by Dahl. Oh, and 2 close-in ones for Bismarck don't drop.
Yeah, and both the girls were falling away on the shot. Go up strong.
Century back, moving north to south, left to right from our vantage point. Schmidt inside out. 3 ball, Johnson, nope, check that. That was not Johnson. It was Addie Weigel. Beg your pardon. Newmiller tried the same thing, but that time Thornton was straight up.
Yeah, Thornton a little smarter on that one. Just put her hands up, and when I'm not buying that one. I'm not reaching in.
Thornton leaves it for Schmidt. Weigel, got a little kick start, and she shuffles the puppies.
3rd turnover for the Patriots. Demons have 5.
Hey, fans, tonight's game brought to you in part by Farstead Oil. Check in with them for your wholesale fuel, mobile lubricants, and DEF needs. Serving North Dakota, Montana, Western Minnesota since 1938. That's Farstead Oil. Well, on a night like this, you can't wait until the folks at Century decide to get a gym expansion.
Maybe they should have been voting on that one in the legislative session, huh?
Izzy Dahl stops and pops left baseline jumper is good.
Mr. First 2 outside the 3-point line, got in, and that's a difficult shot in the baseline with a hand on your face. I like her game.
Yep, she is a sniper.
Yeah, she's just a tough kid.
Cody Eisenbaugh is going to have a good replay of that one as he does his videography. He was right on Johnny on the spot for that Izzy Dahl jumper. Check out Cody's work. His partner with the PSP Network does a great job. Klimple bully ball, kicks it out for Thornton. No. Right on line from our vantage point, but she couldn't knock it down.
Dahl had a hand up in that one too.
Almost turn over and back. Wellstead applying the pressure, and now it is.
Wellstead completely touched that one, Todd. See if the other official comes over, because, Coach Shetler's Kevin.
Look at Coach Shetler.
Canary here right now. His face is getting red. He's getting all pumped. Hold on a second here.
The Zebras are having a conversation. Coach Shetler is, I'll say, agitated.
Yeah. Good call. Good job. That's what officials do, right? He didn't see that Wellstead had touched it, so the other official came over. They talked about it, and he said, hey, she tapped it. Let's go to Bismarck High.
It's a First International Bank and Trust. Timeout on the floor. 8:02 to play. First half. Century by 3.
This page isn't a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Well, they're going to be sitting on our lap any second here.
Well, they're already checking the fire code out. They got a cop down here kind of looking at everybody, just making sure how everything's full. There is a number before you go in the gym. There's a number. It says max capacity. We're almost there, Todd.
I mean, it has to be. There's already people sitting in the aisles.
Well, you got some over here. You know, maybe that's the band. I don't know.
And Newmiller drug that pivot foot. Another shuffle the puppies. Reagan couldn't keep that pivot foot attached to the court. And today's game brought to you in part by Val's Cyclery in downtown Minot since 1960. And they have a diversified line of business. E-bikes, sharpening center for knives, and a fitness center with treadmills, ellipticals, and recumbents. That's at Val's Cyclery in Minot. Century by 3. Wellstead looks inside to her fellow ninth grader. Thornton drops a left-handed shot off the glass, and she's going to be fouled.
You know, it's great defense by Grace Newman, Todd, until she just leaned those hands in, and that's Coach Shetler's talking to the official. But I think it was a great call because bottom line is you looked at the hands. I was kind of watching Grace Newman, and her hands leaned over. They weren't vertical. Thornton recognized that. I mean, she's inside, she's outside. She showed off her handles already today, averaging 10 points a game. I mean, she comes from pretty good stock. Father, Matt Thornton, he's got couple state championships. So does her uncle.
Thornton gets 1 and 2 from the serve pro stripe, and then Bismarck High on the other end gets whistled for a double dribble. FN Serve Pro brings you that free throw line on the PSP network. 24/7 emergency service, fire and water clamp and restoration. It's Serve Pro. Century gets an attacking Olivia Klimpel and then a tied up basketball. Her and Delzer jostling.
Oh, we got some trouble here, TD. Let's go.
Again, Thornton made 1 and 2 from the stripe. Bismarck High with possession. Got a couple seconds to get it over, and Newmiller streaks into the front court. Fires it down low. Rude absorbs some contact, flips it up. 1 and done for the Demons. Century gets it to Kaylee Wellstead, who fires it to Weigel. With the rack attack, there goes Kenley Thornton, and she's going right back to the Serve Pro stripe.
What doesn't it seem to you, Todd, as we'll see on the Ryan Family Dealership replay, she is really aggressive this basketball game, really attacking the hole, not settling for the outside jumpers, getting inside, showing her strength.
And an accomplished free throw shooter, too, a young kid that's 77% from the stripe.
And we mentioned her dad, Matt. Well, her uncle Esley had not a bad career in high school and college, where the Demons state basketball and football championship, as well as a national championship in football as he played for the Bison.
What Esley did in the WDA basketball tournament and the state tournament was just phenomenal.
I still remember that call, TD.
That was one of the funner games I've ever called.
Man, no doubt.
Newmiller way up top to Rude. Bismarck High stuck on the perimeter, and
I'm with you. That's a call that I agree with Coach Shetler.
I think there was
she went to the baseline and 2 hands stopped her in the back. Coach Shetler, he's looking for something that comes after S.
Well, and I know what he's saying right now. Look at the fouls. Bismarck's got 6 of them. Century's got 1. I'm no lip reader, but That math don't add up for Coach Shetler right now.
It's never an indication, right? But sometimes it is. I wouldn't say they're not calling things.
No, exactly.
But I'm with you.
Exactly.
That's what he's looking at. It's easy for a coach when they can look at that and say, hey, that's 6 fouls. We got 1. Come on.
You got that right.
That doesn't mean they actually contributed with just 6 fouls compared to 1, but just
Keegan
short.
Schmidt just short on that one. Here's what Mike Peluso and I talk about on a hockey broadcast. He says that the hockey officials have marbles in their pockets. And so when they put them on one side and the other side's a little weighted, then they got to start calling penalties on the other side.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, it's not. They don't have total fouls like we do. He says there's a marble concept.
Just to remind them.
Hello from downtown Lakin Johnson.
And speaking of a sniper, Lakin Johnson, 12 threes on the season, and that lefty stroke so pretty. Left wing, she loves the wings.
Century's got a couple made threes, one for Foslin, one for Johnson. And you get a hand check whistled on Century.
And the Coach Shetler's like, see, now we get a call.
Lakin Johnson picks up that personal foul, her first. Hey fans, tonight's game brought to you in part by Bones Barbecue Sauce. Created and bottled right here in North Dakota. As Opal Sorensen flipped it up off the glass, no good. Now you're going to get a foul. Newmiller dislodged the Century rebounder, and we're going to walk to the other end and shoot free throws.
When you're in disbelief, you put your hands in your pockets as a coach. Is that what you do right there?
He's not checking the marbles, I can tell you that.
He's checking his. I got 7 in this right pocket. I only have 2 in the left pocket.
Coach Shetler, one of our favorite coaches to call games for us. He is wound up as Century misses the front end. It finds the hands of Thornton, who buries it.
Boy, give Foslin credit on that, Todd, as she's the one who got that offensive rebound right out to Kinley Thornton.
And a First International Bank and Trust timeout on the floor. Century has stretched this thing out to a 21-10 lead with 4:52 to play in our first half. Here's that Kinley Thornton hit from deep.
We realized he had 2 broken bones, was fear. Then once we realized and got a plan with Trinity and our doctor, a lot of comfort.
He told me that he can fix my arm, and he showed me a lot of stuff that he could do to help me.
Trinity Health Orthopedics is as good as you can find anywhere in the country. A lot of us take pride in that, and that's why we stay here and we keep doing what we do.
Trinity Health, making more possible.
Fast. ServPro arrives within the hour with certified technicians and the tools to handle any challenge. Breathe easy. Trained professionals are here when it matters most. Call ServPro in Minot, Bismarck, or Williston today.
Coach Shetler burnt that First International Bank and Trust timeout. First International Bank and Trust been doing it since 1910. Locations in Arizona, Minnesota, North Dakota, and South Dakota. That's First International Bank and Trust.
What Century is, they kind of got out of that full court trap, Todd, but man, that half court defense has just been stifling.
Briar Johnner flipped one up to the 10. Oh no, we're going the other way.
Oh my.
You want to put somebody on blood pressure pills.
Oh man, I don't know. She went down the right side. Her hand was.
Second personal, 8th team foul.
I will choose not to comment on that one.
You and I were at a weird angle, unless there was something happening that we didn't see.
I just saw the replay, and her hand was, in front of her, and then you come back and get a 3 hit right in your face.
Yep. Foslin just buried her second from downtown, and
She's got
Century
6,
has stretched this lead out to 14. And now a block shot on the other end. Doesn't it just seem that you get a call against you, and then the first thing that happens is a team breaks your press and knocks down a 3?
Yeah. Demons had cut it to 13-10, and now we got 11-0 run. Kind of back and forth on both sides. They've had some runs tonight. Schmidt and Johnson out.
Got the Pink Knight student section going tonight here.
A lot of pink shoes, too.
Yeah, where did they get all those?
I don't know.
And you only had the pink uniforms on for one night, for crying out loud. Newmiller turns and burns in the post, no good. Her sister gets the rebound. Flips it out. It's sisterly love. She can't hit it. No good. Camry and Reagan were kind of playing catch there. Oh, and a tip away. Dahl downhill, and she's fouled.
Yeah, Izzy's so athletic. Went high up in the air, tipped it right to herself. I mean, Izzy, cross-country all-stater, 5th as a freshman, 17th last year. Track, 4-time 800-meter relay champ. I mean, or excuse me, two-time 800-meter 2x800-meter relay champ. I mean, I love the athletes, get to play so many different sports. And
For the Demons, number 1, Izzy Dahl.
Dahl, a 78% free throw shooter on the season. Couldn't knock the first one down from the Serve Pro charity stripe.
Got to stop the run here.
Second one settles in. Well, stay tuned at halftime. We got our Jerome's Collision Center halftime report coming up in 3 minutes and 40 seconds and counting. Century goes to the double high screen. Tip pass, returning it to Foslin. She collects and goes screen and roll with Klimpel. Skip pass, cross court. Weigel one bounce. Wellstead with 5 to shoot. Century's got to go. Weigel from the corner. Century's hit a couple from that spot, but she missed everything, and that'll be a shot clock violation.
Klimpel was right there. Thought she had a rebound put back, but it did not draw iron. So not a turnover, but.
Stay tuned at halftime as part of that Jerome's Collision Center halftime report. You get you a live look in across the city of Bismarck at Minot and Legacy. I'll get you a B&C scoreboard updates, get you some numbers and highlights from the first half.
Well, it was close for a second at the Minot Legacy. I saw it was 20-13. Now it's 32-13 Minot.
Rude from downtown. No. Rebound Newman. Second chance Demons. Bismarck High could use one here. And there's a reach in.
Boy, nice pass from up high by Reagan Newmiller. Saw Newman cutting to the backside. Great pass. You know, Grace Newman's so good at that too, Todd. If she doesn't stand and watch, she really does a great job finding the open spot.
Oh, swatted out of bounds. Return to sender is.
Here you go in the Ryan Family Dealership replay. Just when you think you got a wide open layup, Todd, some freshman comes behind you and swats it out of bounds.
Yeah, as you said, Cameron Newmiller thought she had a chance there. As Reagan Newmiller drives into a sandwich, and it's taken away. Century has got the defense cranked up. They've held the Demons here in the first half to 11 with 2.5 to play in said first half. Lob over the top. Foslin, sneaky with the left.
Yeah, you're going to like that one in this replay, or you just put it in the can. Okay, it was a great lob up over the top. The defense was fronting Foslin. She caught it, then went to the backside and used that left hand.
Century getting that encouragement from the student section, but Newmiller is going to bury one from downtown for Cambry.
Yeah, give Grace Newman credit on that one too, Todd. Great job pulling the defense right to her. Pass out to Newmiller for 3.
And a timeout on the floor asked for by Nate Wellstead and Century. It's a 12-point lead for the Patriots with 2:02 to play in our first half. This is WDA Girls Basketball on the PSP Network.
Network Player Performance of the Week. Powered by the Aggie Foundation, Ryan Family Dealerships, and Minot State University. Congratulations to this week's nominees on Big Time Games. The votes are in, and this week's Player Performance of the Week belongs to. Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms, and watch for next week's Player Performance of the Week. Powered by the Aggie Foundation, Ryan Family Dealerships, and Minot State University. PSP Network, it's game day.
The Aggie Foundation is a 501c3. Our mission is to really help out the communities that allow us in for charitable gaming.
We are so thankful for Aggie Foundation for giving us the $2,500.
I can't thank the Aggie Foundation enough for what they've done.
Aggie Foundation has been just a great partner for our community.
Some of these programs wouldn't be able to continue on without funding from programs like this.
We're always looking for new partners, new communities to be in.
Back in action here at Olson Gym at Century. Little jump hook for Klimpel, nicely done for the Patriots.
Olivia
Well, one thing you can see, she has worked so hard at her offensive moves, Todd. She's so confident getting the ball inside, gets different opportunities. That one, a right-handed jump hook. She's added that one.
And now Century gets a takeaway. Foslin had to tiptoe the sideline. Now you're going to get Sorensen bumping her out of bounds. And that's going to be free throws for Century. And our key to the game, Chuck, for Bismarck High tonight is kind of playing out where we thought the Demons were going to have to force some turnovers, get some easy baskets, and they have not been able to do that here in the first half.
Now we talked about getting into half-court offense, how good Century is in that half-court defense, and, man, they're showing it tonight.
Foslin misses the first from the Serb Pro free throw line. Had to make one to get one. Couldn't do it. Demons back. Newmiller high left side. Little eyebrow fake. Cambry cut off. Kicks it out. Dahl to the strong hand pull up. No, short. Rebound yanked out of there by Klimple, and here comes the Patriots approaching 1 minute play.
They close out so quick defensively.
Century has doubled up Bismarck here. 2 touchdown lead for the home team. Foslin with the crossover and the step through. Lost the handle out of bounds. And the Patriots will retain possession.
Let's see what 1 is. Coach Thornton stands up and said 1. Okay.
And number 1 looks like a post up for Thornton. Ooh. Shot faking. Oh, the step through. Dally Dimes is going to like that one.
No doubt. He called them last week in the step throughs, and great job going to the baseline and thinking they were going to shoot a fadeaway, and came right back with that pivot foot and stepped through and made the right-hand shot.
That one could make an appearance on PSP primetime.
Dally's doing a good job. He was tired by the time he was done. Man, he had her going. Even Bryce said, oh, you got to wipe some sweat off. Get some water. He went on and on for that one. That was good.
He doesn't have any lack of enthusiasm.
He does not. Get a chance to do a game coming up with him, so that's pretty cool. We had broke in some games with them in West Region tournament last year, and we had a good time.
Bismarck High can't get anything going. They just airballed one, and now Century can run this down, take the last shot of the first half. Foslin just with the yo-yo dribble. Or excuse me, Weigel, or jeez, get a straight TD. There's Foslin off the feed from Wellstead. And now a takeaway by Klimple. No, couldn't beat the buzzer. Another shot for Century, and that one goes down.
Wow. Well, if not at first succeed, try and try and try again.
Kaylee Wellstead with the buzzer beater, and it's all Century at the break. 32-14, the Patriots lead on your BNC Bank scoreboard. It's our Jerome's Collision Center halftime report coming up next. But first, here's that Wellstead buzzer beater to end the first half.
Is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Our initial reaction when we realized he had 2 broken bones was fear. Then once we realized and got a plan with Trinity and our doctor, a lot of comfort.
He told me that he can fix my arm, and he showed me a lot of stuff that he could do to help me.
Trinity Health Orthopedics is as good as you can find anywhere in the country. A lot of us take pride in that, and that's why we stay here and we keep doing what we do.
Trinity Health, making more possible.
Every football fan has their Sunday routine. Maybe it's setting your lineup, firing up the grill, or claiming your spot on the couch. But the center of every Sunday is the drive. The morning drive home before kickoff. The drive to your buddy's watch party. Wherever you're headed, we can take you there.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Breathe in. I can't believe I wrecked my car. There's some things in life we can't control. But what's important is how we respond. At Jerome's Collision Center, they provide the highest quality of service, assuring the job gets done stress-free and making it feel like a breath of fresh air. And to give you peace of mind, they handle the insurance.
Are you even a therapist?
Don't worry about it. Jerome's, they're the experts. Jerome's.
Now, fans, here you get a look at the Theodore Roosevelt Rough Riders North Dakota Hall of Fame, the lower level, the state capitol. Everybody from Theodore Roosevelt to Roger Maris, Peggy Lee.
Phil Jackson's in there.
You're going to see Phil Jackson coming up here in just a second as, the highest award given to North Dakota is someone who has lived in the state and gone on to do something with their life that represents North Dakota. Of course, you got the very first ever person that won it was
Lawrence Welk.
Hell
yeah.
Lawrence Welk.
Down in your wife's neck of the woods, TD.
There you see
Angie Dickinson.
Phil Jackson, and coming up here, one of my personal favorites, Monique and Jocelyn Lamoureux. And then, right here is none other than Sister Thomas Welder.
Oh, yeah.
President of the University of Mary, one of the neatest people you would have ever met. There's a look inside the North Dakota State Capitol. All right, fans, we're back at halftime here on our Jerome's Collision Center halftime report. Bismarck on the short end of the stick as Century leads at 32-14 over the Demons. And Jerome's Collision Center taking care of cars since 1975. I got to get to the right page of my read sheet, Charlie. There we go. Accidents happen. You can call Jerome's at 701-852-5126. Schedule your collision repair. It's Jerome's specialty, and they've been doing it again since 1975.
Is that right? People were entertained by the JV Santanas. Hey, I've always wondered if the Demonettes and the Santanas are still going. We haven't got a chance to see them very often.
Yeah. Okay, the score was 14-10 or 13-10?
13-10.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's 19-4.
I'm not a math major, but that doesn't add up very good for the Demons.
No, they just got in that half-court offense and could not score. Century absolutely put the ropes on the Demons on the defensive side, and they could not score. They couldn't even, in some possessions, it was hard to get even a shot up, Todd. And because turnovers, just 7 turnovers, but that does not tell the story of how well Century just played defense that first half. And in Century's only given up 43 points a game. It shows right there that Bismarck High is going to have to get her in gear to get 44 points today.
All right, Chuck's going to bring you the Jerome's Collision Center numbers here. Fans, if you're still on your way, we just got official word that they are close to capacity. They are about ready to shut the doors here at Bismarck Century as, the The folks are worried that we are approaching, if not past capacity, so it's going to get shut down here pretty quick.
You might have a few people leave because of the dance team, right? Because that's part of it. You're probably going to get 50 capacity, but you're right. I think they said something about going into a little bit of the aisles, but then they're going to shut down. So go home, turn on PSP.
Heck yeah, put your feet up, get in front of the fireplace, and let's go. All right, Chuck, let's go run through those Jerome's Collision Center halftime numbers.
All right, for the Demons, Todd, just 5 in the scoring column, led by the 5 points of Cambry Newmiller. She has a 3 and 2 free throws. 3 points for Izzy Dahl, and then 2 each for 3 Demons, Grace Newman, Reagan Newmiller, and Jordan Root, for their total of 14 points. Just 4 points in the last 9 minutes of that first half. For the Patriots, their 32 points broke up this way. 6 in the scoring column, 8 by Abby Foslin. She started the game out with a 3, hit another one, and then hit another 2-pointer for her 8 points. 7 for Kinley Thornton, just an aggressive game for her, especially the second half of the first half, as she had 7 points, all of those in the last 9 minutes. 6 for Kaylee Wellstead, including a 2-pointer at the buzzer. And then 5 for Olivia Klimpo in a solid first half, and then a triple each for Tegan Schmidt and Lakin Johnson for the total of 32 points. The Patriots shot 5 of 9 from the free throw line, made 5 threes in that first half, compared to the Demons 3 of 4 and just 1 3. Bench scoring, Demons had 6 points, Century had 6 of the 32 off the bench, and the Demons at this point, no bench points. So that's a big point right there. The Demons trail 32-14. You said it, Todd. At the 9-minute mark, it was 13-10. It was actually 10-8, probably at the 10-minute mark or 11-minute mark, and just the defense just got cranked up, and Bismarck High had a really struggle in the last 9 minutes. Made just 1 field goal, a 3-pointer by Newmiller, and then 1 free throw, 1 of 2 free throws. They trailed 32-14 at the half.
And look at the ball kids out there retrieving basketballs. How cool is that with the Century jersey on? All right, there's your Jerome's Collision Center halftime report. We'll come back. Second half action next as Century leads 32-14 here over the Demons.
At any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
And invested wisely. Whether it's paying for a child's education, taking the family trip you've dreamed of, giving back to the community, or funding a confident retirement, we can help you reach your goals. We are passionate about helping you make smart decisions about your spending and saving so you can feel confident about the future while enjoying life today. Together, we can design a personalized plan that takes into account your short and long-term needs and wants, but is flexible enough to adjust as your life changes.
All right, here we go. Underway in our second half. Patriots lead by 18, and they have possession. Shot blocked. Rebound cleared out of there by Newmiller. Now they got her in a straitjacket, and it's going to be a jump basketball.
Such smart defense by Century, recognizing that Newmiller has it. She can't go anywhere because it's a baseline, the out-of-bounds line, and they just came and just bottled her in. Said, all right, what are you going to do? And did not reach in.
Demons have the alternating arrow, and let's get you those second half lineups. Newman has it for the Demons out there along with Jordan Rood, Cambry and Reagan Newmiller, and Izzy Dahl, who has possession of the pill right now with 10 to shoot. Just nothing really going offensively. It's just been discombobulated for the Demons. Down to 2 to shoot, and a forced shot. No, it's not going to beat the buzzer.
So you come out, you get a tie-up forced on you. Then you come the other way and can't even get a shot off.
Hey fans, the Aggie Foundation brings you our PSP Network Performance of the Week. You can find out about their charitable work at aggiefoundation.com. Of course, you just saw the ad playing a few minutes ago. Gibby Kinnebrew, your winner this week.
Well, he deserved it. 30 points on Tuesday, 3 dunks. Well, that was a 9-minute display that he put on. The PSP has that one. If you haven't seen it, go to our website and take a look at that thing.
Yeah.
Good job by Nick pulling that down.
As Sentry misses on one end. Newmiller went to the scoop again, went to Thornton and tipped it right to Grace Newman.
Grace Newman always in motion, this time going right down the lane. You give an assist to the Patriots on that one? I don't know. It almost looked like it was thrown right to her.
Grace Newman just picked up the personal. Camry Newmiller was trying to throw up the scoop again, then I got tipped by Thornton right to Newman. And the Demon 2 cuts the lead in half. Wellstead to Thornton from deep. No, off the back tab. And Klimpel got a hip check in there.
She just smiled, looked over at the official.
Sentry's got the 2 ninth graders out there, Wellstead and Thornton. Addie Weigel, joined also by Olivia Klimpel and Abby Foslin. There's your second half lineups. Sentry's been pretty effective with this kind of pressure. It's just, it runs the shot clock down, and it's gotten the Demons out of sorts. Skip pass cross court. Rude with the pink sneakers on. Newmiller forces it up. That rattles off the tin.
I mean, everybody is playing great defense. Yeah. Weigel, good job right there, forcing a tough shot by Newmiller.
It has been contested shot. How about that little dime? Oh, but Klimpel missed it.
She can't believe it, too. She's got such a great smile, too. It's always smiling, good, bad, ugly. She's always got that good smile on.
She had one of those the other day where it was a great pass to her on a wide open 2-on-1, and she missed it, and it was kind of like, I can't believe I just did that. And she just had the exact same look. Denied. Return to center as Newman had it blocked. Klimpel with the run out, shovels it to Newmiller. And here comes Bismarck. Rude steamrolls back into the front court.
2-2 for 3 minutes.
Camry Newmiller got it from the left baseline.
That's what the Demons have to do, Todd. You catch it and you're open, shoot it. The pump fakes aren't working.
And they play fast, and so they're winding the shot clock down is not their game. So
I don't think so.
If you find that open shot, if you're a Demon, let that baby rip.
That would be my first suggestion. Coach Shetler saying, you get the ball and you're open, let her go.
If you let this Sentry defense get set up, it could be lethal. Foslin plays pinball, and it's taken away. Here comes Grace Newman. Oh, what a rip! Taken away by Weigel. Now Wellstead leading a 3-on-2, but the Demons back quickly. As we got 14:25 to play in the contest. Thornton squares up. Wants to go one-on-one to the spin cycle. No.
I like the move, though.
Camry Newmiller rebounds, and here comes the Demons. And they throw a post-entry pass from a weird angle, but luckily that's kicked by Klimpel. Hey fans, today's game brought to you in part by Minot State University. Be seen, be heard, be you at MSU. MSU grads get jobs, period.
Foslin and Weigel are out as Tegan Schmidt checks in, and who else? Lakin Johnson. Those are the first 2 subs every game.
Farstead Oil also brings you today's game. You can get to them for your DEF, mobile lubricant, and wholesale fuel needs. Serving North Dakota, Montana, western Minnesota since 1938. That's Farstead Oil. Another tip pass taken away by Sentry. As Tegan Schmidt, as you said, is on. Now the attack and score for Kaylee Wellstead.
First bucket for her the second half. Who got the other Sentry bucket this half? You don't have it either, huh? Oh, that's the first bucket. Hello. Okay, that's why. Jeez, dummy.
Camry Newmiller with a runner on the other edge.
I'd have been looking a while there.
I was like, wait a minute, I don't think I missed one yet. It happens. As the Demons have found a little bit of something offensively here, but can they get some stops now? Jab step, and go for Klimpel. Wide open on the kick out. Lakin Johnson too strong. And Klimpel, she knew she did it.
Yeah, it's one of those, that sacred apple. You just couldn't let it go. You had to reach over the top of a good box out by Jordan Rude. Izzy Dahl come out. Coach Shetler's having a conversation with her, just saying, hey, this is what you got to do. You got to do this, this, and this. And watch, she probably puts her right back in the game quickly.
Bismarck High lucky to get that into Briar Johnner. Now Newmiller picks up the dribble. And a foul as there's Schmidt playing in the passing lane, and Delzer is going to get whistled for that personal for the Demons. I'm thinking we may have to call in a North Dakota Department of Transportation snow removal equipment to get you down to the court for a post-game interview.
Man, I tell you, I might have to leave in about 10 minutes to get there. I've been talking to people. I've told them here, I've said, hey, I want to be motor grading down this aisle here at some point. Yeah, you need a DOT license to get through here.
Tegan Schmidt couldn't hit the three. And as we approach 12 and a half to play, post up for Delzer.
I like the look.
Couldn't drop the one-hander. Century rebounds. And quickly into the front court. And a little shuffle the puppies there for Weigel.
Yeah, little split the legs as she caught that before she made the move. Coach Wellstead kind of shaking his head. That's a hard one. You want to make that fake. You got to keep that pivot foot. Hey, Kevin Rice is in the house.
Oh, boy.
From BSC.
All
BSC
the dignitaries
head boys coach, yes.
are in attendance
might
tonight.
Be recruiting a Tish potentially.
Newmiller from the top. Swings it left side. Demons playing against the shot clock, and it's going to be a double dribble on Grace Newman. As we can tell you, tonight's game brought to you in part by Planet Pizza, largest laser tag playground in the region and the best pizza on the planet. Giant lunch buffet to boot. Call them now at 701-852-1700. That's Planet Pizza.
Kind of a funky game, just no rhythm to it whatsoever.
It'd be a bit of a mutter, you would call it?
Yeah, I would call it a mutter, TD, if you were calling a horse race.
Foslin, slippery.
Ooh, there you go. Jump stop, keep that left pivot foot, rotate all around it. Right-handed shot. Foslin in double figures with 10.
And a little bump foul on the other end. Let's get you a look at that Foslin finish here on your Ryan Family Dealership replay.
That was a good one. And you got to work on this. When you wait till the defense leaves, left-hand dribble, spin around off the glass. Shuffle your feet there if you're Newmiller, but Newmiller comes back to the other side and says, I got to try to make up for it offensively.
And Camry from the Serve Pro stripe buries the free throw.
Camry scoring just under 10 a game at 9-4. Two seniors, Camry and Reagan. You'll lose a lot of seniors, matter of fact. Opal Sorensen, Camry, I guess not a lot. Reagan, Maddie Vanderlinden, she played a little bit at the end of the game last time as she's a senior, had missed all last year with an ACL injury. Speaking of ACLs, Allison Volk, there was an extra shooter the Patriots had that got hurt early in the season, tore her ACL, so that's going to be a big loss as she was a big-time three-point threat.
Oh, hit some huge shots for Century last year as you get a breakaway for Newman. Oh, but she couldn't hit it going Mach 12, but a rebound for Delzer is in.
Yeah, then Delzer spun to the baseline, and no Patriot was there. She was a little bit surprised on that one, but good hustle coming down and getting that rebound put back. Don't look now, T, but this baby's down to 12.
Down to a 12-point lead. The Demons on life support have a pulse. With still lots of time left as Klimpel dissecting, and she's going to go to the Serve Pro stripe.
Klimpel has stepped up the dribble game as she's done a lot of facing up to the basket this year and going hard at the rack. Another great athlete for the Patriots. Multi-sport athlete is Olivia Klimpel's volleyball middle hitter. Throws the javelin in track. Love to see it. Just a junior. In fact, the Patriots, what do they got? Speaking of, Allison Volk's a senior, Addie Weigel's a senior, and Foslin's a senior. They got everybody else back.
Century gets a couple made free tosses from Olivia Klimpel. And let's get you a very quick live look in here. Let's see what's going on across town. It's frozen, but it was just a second ago, it was in good shape.
Yeah. No.
We'll get that squared away.
That was a 20-point game as Legacy's coming back now on that one. I see they're down 47-32 with 10 minutes left in that game. That's in the second half. That's over at Legacy. Scott and Joe calling that one.
They're still letting people in.
They are. I was just going to say the same thing. They're still coming in, and it's It's like you come in church, you walk all the way to the top thinking, is there anything open? Nope, nothing there.
Nope.
They might want to get somebody to walk along the aisles and kind of hold two. I got two right here.
Thornton backing in. Oh, it's a nice play.
No doubt. So good on the block right there, too, is little Hakeem shake, fakes to her right shoulder, goes back to the jump hook to her right side.
Not only can she shoot it, she's got 20 made threes on the season. She's got a post game, too.
Yeah.
Playing with her back to the basket and a little poke away there. All right, let's go try it again. Let's see if we can get you the true live look in this time. Oh, of course, it's in a commercial.
Of course.
Sometimes you can't win, folks.
No.
That's what you get for trying to do that in live game action. But Century by 16 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. They make managing money easy.
Yeah, we're not connected via headset to that game.
No.
Like, tell us when we should come in.
Thornton driving hard to the 10, and she's fouled on the way in. Yeah, and it's not like we have a production truck outside that has our entire team out there, telling us in our headsets what's going on. It is Chuck and I, and Aaron and Brittany.
Unless you have Nick and the production set up in my that's sending us a text saying, hey, take a look at the look-in or something. He's got a good setup. I saw that today in her call at noon.
Yeah.
Man, he's got that man cave set up nice to the PSP production set.
Yeah, now it's as Thornton made one, but then she went over the line, a violation whistled on Century. Yeah, that's where they're hosting PSP Plus now. It's turned into a little mini studio in the mothership of PSP Network.
Started its life in Minot and has moved to Bismarck and Dickinson and
17-point lead. It got down to a dozen. Century's answered now with 5 straight. Johnner hands it off to Dahl. Couldn't hit it. Rebound, got it.
Good hustle as she went right to where it was going to miss. How many times that happened? You know exactly where that was a little long, and she beat the defense to it.
Izzy Dahl hits it, and now the Demons get a takeaway. Becca Collins is checked in for Century. Rude
5'3" freshman
with the crossover. Oh, couldn't get the friendly roll. Saved by Thornton. Gets it off to Wellstead. Kaylee streaking into the front court. Thornton trailing it. Shot fakes and drives in. Now leaves it for Foslin as Century now slows the pace. They're going to post up Thornton again, it looks like, as Foslin just creates a little better angle for the post entry. Thornton with the rip through and a score.
And the power right back into Briar Johnner, saying too small on the way back. Nope, she didn't do that. Her father would not let her do that, I guarantee it. Matt would have had her off the game if she would have given the too small mark, but what a great drop step for Kinley Thornton. She's in double figures now with 11.
Newman attacking on the other end, and she's fouled, so that'll send Grace Newman to the free throw line for the Bismarck Demons.
You go back to that last possession, Todd. Getting the ball to the post it's a lost art.
Yep.
And you could see these two coaches' kids, they knew exactly. She took a couple dribbles, drew the defense to her, stepped it in with her, the left-handed bounce pass. Just textbook right there.
Speaking of coaches' kids, Grace Newman at the free throw line. The Mary Marauders having a great basketball season.
Coach Newman, over 200 wins. I think he hit that in November, December.
Grace Newman knocks them both down from the Serve Pro stripe, but they got 24/7 emergency service. It's Serve Pro. Thornton inside, now outside. Nope. Rebound Klemple. Spinning and a reach in. Somebody for the Demons got caught with their hand in the cookie jar.
Both Dahl and Grace Newman were there.
Newman picked up her 4th.
Yeah, 4 for Grace. She'll see if she will have to come out. Well, the only good news of the Demons, that 9-minute mark, the Demons actually outscored the Patriots 14 to 9.
I like how you do that on your score sheet, the halves of the half.
It's like to kind of keep track. We have the quarters, we have that, but it's nice to kind of see how people are playing consistent throughout the game, and then I can check my math so that I don't get to half and be off.
As Klemple gets 1 of 2. Century by 16 with 8:15 and counting to play. Of course, stay tuned. We got a okay boys matchup coming up. As there's a takeaway, And a drive and score for Tegan Schmidt.
Yeah, almost an unforced error. Cross-court pass, and then Newmiller just tapped it right to Tegan Schmidt, nobody was in front of her.
What do you think? I mean, 1 versus 2, I guess.
I think that's probably all right.
Rematch of the WDA championship?
You got some injuries, but, they're still going to battle. I know that they got some top players out, Todd, but depth's going to show through here. These two teams are still really good, even without some of their stars.
Rude to beat the shot clock. Oh, couldn't finish it. That was looking promising for a second there as Century tries to hit a trailing Klimpel down Broadway and couldn't hang on to it. Both teams with butterfingers here as Newmiller thinks about a 3, goes to the hesitation. I think after the game, the Demons are going to look at the half-court offensive sets.
Yeah, they're going to have to figure something out because, nobody's been open.
Yeah, there's been contested shot after contested shot.
People running at each other. I mean, you had 4 people on the same side of the court. Just not very well balanced.
Off the glass violently there for Opal Sorensen. Rebound to Klimpel. Here comes Century. Patriots. Now the Patriots can afford, I think, to be patient here.
Well, and they have been, I think, pretty much all game. They really moved the basketball well, and that was one of our keys to the game is patience.
Olivia Klimpel says, I got patience to knock this jumper down, and it leads us into a First International Bank and Trust timeout. Bismarck had cut it to 11, just like that, back up to a 20-point lead for the Patriots with 6:39 to play in the contest. Here's that Olivia Klimpel jump shot.
Partner for commercial and business loans. We not only provide lending you need to grow your business, but we also reinvest in our communities. We believe in strengthening our businesses and creating opportunities for success. Choose Dakota Community Bank and Trust for your commercial and business loans, and together let's keep our communities thriving.
Serving the community, looking out for you. At Dakota Community Bank and Trust, that's what we do. Only at Qdoba's.
Out of that First International Bank and Trust timeout. Demons in the maroons with the black numbers with possession. It's a good color combination on the basketball court. This color combination is hard to see on the football field.
Yeah, that's
inside.
Those black numbers are hard, especially when you're how far away,
Yeah, like 50 yards.
And you're old like us. That's what, binoculars even, they're hard.
Oh, there's a kamikaze steal, and here comes Camry Newmiller. Yes.
Yeah. Good play right there by Camry. She's playing solid. I think, that was Reagan. Reagan's the blonde.
Yep.
So second basket for Reagan. Good pick off and then coast to coast with a left-handed finish.
I think I probably led you in the wrong direction there.
It's all right.
It's easy to get the twins mixed up. Both teams have a set of them. I saw the Century pair just had a birthday.
Oh, yeah, Lakin and Alexa Johnson.
How about Kenley Thornton working?
Man, she's playing well. This is one of the better games. That just, to me, she's really aggressive offensively tonight. She has 14 points. She 14 points, leads the Patriots.
And the Patriots back up by 20. Delzer strong on the corner 3.
Kinley really, she's controlled the basketball a lot more than she has in different games now. Maybe just adjusting.
A little two-person game on the near side, and it results in a 3 for Addie Weigel.
Yeah, we haven't heard from Addie Weigel. Hasn't hit a 3, and she's got 12 in the season. Good job reversing the basketball. Found her wide open on the left baseline.
Century by 23. Turn and burn for Delzer. Rebound. Tapped once, twice. and off of Century.
Off of Fosland.
I'm getting some interesting text messages about our marbles conversation.
Uh-oh. From hockey people or from officials or from?
All the above.
Okay.
Maybe Peluso's just pulling my leg. Sorensen got it in deep. Now you get a 1, 2, 3, 4 car pileup, and it'll be a jump ball.
I mean, I've heard of putting like your car keys depending upon whose basketball it is on jumps. I've heard them talk about that.
Yep.
But I'm around hockey a lot, just not on I'm around hockey parents as a grandparent, not Hall of Fame players and coaches like Mike Peluso.
Speaking of Mike Peluso, they got a Pucks for People thing going on over in Mandan tonight. Fundraiser for none other than Mikey P. He's had some health things going on with him this summer. Hey, how about that takeaway? Newman will score it.
Just ripped it right out of the hands of the Century Patriot. Went coast to coast. I like her game. She's got 8 points today. Just smart player.
And Johnner with a takeaway.
Yeah, can't dribble right in front of a Demon defender. Good quick hands by Johnner.
Post up, inside out, Newman, Delzer. Hello.
A two-handed set shot, high arcing shot. Just tickled the twine right there.
Thinking back to that legacy game that Bismarck had, that big win at Karlgaard. Delzer came in and made some huge shots.
Yeah, she can shoot it. Double figures and threes this year.
3.5 to play. Mid post for Thornton. Century by 18. A little step back. Johnson couldn't hit that one. That was Alexa. Missing that one from deep. Demons back. Approaching 3 to play in the contest on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Dribble drive for Newman, and she got dislodged there by Abby Foslin.
Couldn't quite move her feet quick enough to use that baseline as a second defender.
Now, we mentioned this a little bit earlier, but the PSP Network is your broadcast home for all those postseason basketball events. We've got 148 tournament games coming your way. The passes will be available soon, and all that action comes to you on PSP Plus.
It'll be fun.
Oh, it's going to be a lot of work, but it is what we do. Oh, that's what Newmiller does. Gets the friendly shooter's touch.
Yeah, hits the back of the rim straight up, straight through.
Reagan cans that one. And it's a 15-point game. Oh, but Alexa Johnson got loose.
Put away number 24, Alexa Johnson.
Her first 2 of the night. The Demons get it down to 12 or 13 or 15. You know, you think that something's happening, and the next thing you know, it's back up to 20 or now
Century
17.
Just responds, yeah.
Good dig in there.
Yeah, you knew that was coming. As they are taught so well,
but
come across, and that's exactly what Opal said. Is hey, I should know that. You come running. Newmiller would have been wide open from the top of the key.
Weigel got whistled for the personal, and then reach in on Sorensen.
See who just checked in. Todd Lakin Wolf now, assistant coach's daughter, Mike Wolf.
Running hook for Newmiller.
Was Mike head coach at Wilton, I think, right? Or wing? I guess they're together.
Oh, Rude thought she had a blocked shot there against Kinley Thornton.
I think even Kinley did on that one as Kinley smiled. Great hesitation, up in the air, kind of blocked from behind. Kind of went down a little bit, maybe got the wrist.
Yeah, there's Thornton. Cans a free throw. From the Serve Pro Stripe, reminder, stay tuned. After the game, we'll have our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads postgame show.
Kinley also a multi-sport athlete. She volleyball outside hitter and then runs the 800, the 4x8, placed 5th last year. That's a hard race, Todd. If you run that one, you know you're a tough kid.
Oof, I hated that race.
I know. I ran it in junior high until I put some weight on.
Count it! And the foul for Grace Newman.
Just kept that dribble alive. The whole wide open middle of the lane to see in the Ryan Family Dealership replay. Help came just a hair too late. Good job spinning back to her left and using the left hand, getting some love from her teammate, Morgan Delzer.
It was a love. It was a two-hand shiver.
Well, everybody has a different love taps.
Yeah, there you go. It was a different love language, right? Yeah.
She was smiling when she hit her.
Grace Newman's put together a nice ball game. She completes the three-point play from the serve pro stripe. Now the Demons get a takeaway. 1:45 to play in the contest. Still a 16-point lead for Century, looking for win number 9 on the season of the Patriots against just 2 losses. Bismarck 7-4. As Rude from straight on. Yes, sir.
That's exactly what we just talked about, Todd. She learned, right? She learned from her own mistake. She watched as the defense came to her, found that it was Rude's defender, and found Rude wide open the top of the key.
Sorensen with a takeaway, and now you get a foul on Century. That'll be free throws upcoming here. It's a 13-point game. Jordan Rude just made her 7th 3 of the season. Opal Sorensen be shooting a bonus here, make one to get one. And she did exactly that.
As we talked about in the pregame, Opal had got a couple starts in a row as Jordan Rude was hurt. Still playing, but hurt her ankle against Williston, so she came in. Her average got up to almost 5 points a game.
Thornton cans them both, Opal Sorensen cans them both, and 11-point game with 1:19 to play and a timeout on the floor. Brought to you by First International Bank and Trust. 57-46, Patriots by 11.
Want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it.
Damn it.
We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
Todd Domrey's alongside Chuck Claremont. 1:19 to play. Patriots put all the starters back in.
They did. They're not going to take a risk.
Coach Wellstead went to the lineup, and now the Bismarck High scrambling and pressuring, and they're going to foul Kinley Thornton. 7th team foul on the Demons, so it'll be a 1-and-1 for Thornton.
See if Kinley can. She has her first 3 opportunities. She was 1 for 2. Made them both last time. She's just played a solid game throughout. It's a chance if the Patriots prevail. We talked to her.
Yep. And no good. A rebound wrapped out of bounds by Thornton. So a hoop here, and all of a sudden it gets a little more interesting.
It does.
Demons might run out of time, but they have clawed their way back into at least making the Patriots pay attention here. Newman got it back, and a foul.
I mean, one thing if you're Coach Shetler, too, again, there's no victories and losses, but at the same time, you like the response this second half, how hard the Demons have played down the stretch. There was no give up in this Bismarck High team.
Grace Newman, a 65% free throw shooter on the season, has been at the stripe, the serve pro stripe, quite a few times, but
for the Demons, number 22, Grace
yeah, she
Newman.
made her first 3.
She couldn't can that one. And another one will make it a 10-point game. 55 seconds to play, and she does exactly that. Century triggers it into Klemple, and she's fouled immediately.
Okay, Klemple, we said she's just a 58% free throw shooter, so I mean, as a team, I think the Patriots are shooting 68% as a team, which isn't bad. They want to try to get the ball in the hands of Foslin, who's an 80% free throw shooter, Thornton and Wellstead.
And Klemple crawls that one over the 10.
She's had a solid game, too. Double figures for her. Foslin double figures. Thornton double figures. Wellstead, I bet you she gets fouled before the end of this game and gets potentially into double figures.
Olivia Klemple cans them both. Demons down by a dozen. Century been man-to-man throughout. Bismarck High, cross-court pass to Sorensen. Now this is a possession where Century just got it locked in defensively. Newmiller has to wind one up from way downtown. No good, and as you said, Nostradamus here, Claremont is thinking that Wellstead's going to go to the line and make a free throw here.
Well, they want to get the ball in her hands, too, whether it's dribbling it, whether such a good rebounder. I mean, a 5'8" freshman, look at these lines for her, Todd. 13 points, 6 rebounds, 3 steals, 5 assists a game.
Shoots it at a high percentage.
Yeah.
Kaylee Wellstead into double figures. Good prediction there, partner. As with 32 seconds to play, it looks like Century has put the icing on this one. Second one, in and out. Oh, but a rebound for Klimple, and she's fouled. Man, the free throw block out, late game situation. Coach Cattell and I had a game the other night where we were talking about that. It just seems like, how often does that happen? Too often.
Yeah.
Klimple, cash money from the free throw line.
The Demons, number 24, Reagan Newmiller, third personal, 10th team foul.
Second one for Olivia. Looks good, and it is. And half a minute to play, now under half a minute. They look back door, taken away by Fosland, and that could just about do it. Doesn't look like Bismarck High is going to foul. We're down to 15 seconds to play in the contest. But Bismarck High takes it away. Nice play in the passing lane for Sorensen. Leads to a run out, and Newmiller, that's Reagan, is going to be fouled. And with 8.4 seconds left, the senior Reagan Newmiller will be at the serve pro stripe. Get a good look there at Reagan. Free throw swish.
Yep, line for the Demons, number 24, Reagan Newmiller.
Second one, got that one as well. A jam-packed house here at Century High School tonight. And they just witnessed the Century Patriots winning this one by 13. There's a final on your BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Patriots 62.
Century 62. Bismarck 49. And we welcome you to our planning team financial advisors, Shots Crossroads postgame show. Planning team financial advisors helping clients work towards financial freedom. And Shots Crossroads, your postgame headquarters. You can order online at shotscrossroads.com. Century gets their 9th victory of the season. They improved to 9-2. Bismarck falls to 7-5. And Chuck Claremont down courtside. Take it away.
Leon, you let him back in a little bit at the end. What kind of coaching things are you going to talk about this game?
You know, we were really sharp the second half there. We didn't come out, we couldn't get anything going, so we got to learn how to play a full game. But first half we defended well and we executed a game plan, so happy with that.
Yeah, we talked about one of the keys for Bismarck is getting good possessions, trying to get some quick shots, trying to get some turnovers. They didn't do that to you. When you got in the half court defense, man, you just shut them down completely.
Yeah, our girls had pride in staying in front of their girl. Bill does a great job spreading and then back cutting you, and we really emphasized that, and I thought our girls were sharp on it. So,
for you guys coming in this game tonight, had a couple losses last week. This is a whole different week, and what's the outlook for you and guys in terms of what you need to do the rest of this basketball year and to improve on to be at team in the West region?
We just talk about getting better every day, one day at a time. But biggest thing is we got to string together a full game. We're not where we're going up and down, where we got to play solid and get good possessions every game.
How fun is that, though, to play in a crowd like this? Back in the day, you can think of 20 years ago, there was nobody watching girls basketball. Now you got an absolute jam-packed house.
Yeah, it's great. You got everybody here, and then you got everybody at home. My mom couldn't make it down with the weather, and she gets to watch it. So we appreciate everything you guys do, too. So this is great for girls basketball.
It is awesome. Thanks, Coach. Congratulations. Kinley Thornton, I thought tonight you came in with just kind of reckless abandon. I thought you really had a purpose of driving the basket. What was your mindset coming into this game?
I think I just am working on expanding my game and whatever my team needs, and I think my coaches have been pushing me to get downhill more, so that's something I've been focusing on.
Yeah, one thing we noticed tonight too is not only driving, but you really posted up a lot, and you've got between you and Kaylee and Abby Fosland, you really got a great connection getting the ball inside to you.
Yep, my teammates really always look for me, and I'm really grateful for that. And I think whoever has the best matchup, we kind of just go in confident. And I think our coaches tell us, look for the best matchup. So I'm grateful to be put in that position.
So let's talk about your season now. You're 12 games into the season. You came in as a freshman, not any varsity miss before this. What's changed for you, and how different is a game 12 games in it for you?
You know, it's been an adjustment. We played a lot of good teams and great players, but I think we just stuck together and worked hard, and the confidence my teammates have in me just really make a difference.
You know, we talked about in the pregame about you having to guard a bunch of people, whether it's a guard, whether it's Lily Bell. I mean, that's a big difference, you coming up and having to step out and guard Lily. But that says a lot of confidence with coaching you and defensively.
Yep, there's a lot of good players we face, and I give credit to them, but I think whatever my team needs, I'll step into that position and just try and do my best.
Give me some quick insight in terms of your dad, your uncle. I mean, you come from a sports family, and how much help have they given you in terms of your athletic career?
You know, they've given me a lot of great advice, and I think just following in their footsteps, they had a lot of great talent they've given me, and I'm really grateful for that.
Congratulations, great game.
Yes,
all right, TD, back to you.
Yeah, well done down the sidelines, as you heard from head coach Nate Wellstead and none other than Kinley Thornton. It's our planning team financial advisor Shots Crossroads postgame show. Fans, the doors are officially closed. No one else admitted into Lynette Olson Gymnasium here at Century for the remainder of the night. And our postgame rolls on. Century on your BNC Bank scoreboard, 62-39 victory over Bismarck High.
Is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
At Ryan Buick GMC, we treat every day like game day.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen, on 2. Ready?
We know how to get you in the right vehicle.
Blue Canyons, and hut, hut.
From the test drive to the handoff, we make every step easy. This season, start your drive at Ryan Buick GMC.
At Planning Team Financial Advisors, we help individuals create their personalized strategies. We specialize in financial planning, retirement planning, insurance, and 401k distribution options. Don't leave your future to chance. Call Planning Team Financial Advisors today for a free retirement review. Planning Team Financial Advisors. Your plan, your future, your team.
That's our Spa's accepted move of
Century victorious 62-39 over the Bismarck Demons. Century 9-2 on the season. Demons fall to 7-5. Your Planning Team Financial Advisors, Shots Crossroads postgame show. Planning Team Financial Advisors working and helping clients towards financial freedom. You can visit them online at planningteam.com. And Shots Crossroads, get filled up with their delicious menu that includes the famous 99. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. All right, Chuck, let's run through those final numbers. Brought to you by Planning Team and
is it
Shots
49,
Crossroads.
62-49, right?
63-39. Did I write it down wrong?
I think it's 49.
Okay, you can do that, and I'll figure out exactly what the number is.
Sounds good. I will do the scoring here. So here's the scoring CD for the Bismarck Demons. They were broke down this way. 12 points for Grace Newman, 10 for Cambry Newmiller, 9 for Reagan Newmiller, 5 each for Izzy Dahl, Morgan Delzer, and Jordan Rude, and then a bucket for, 2 free throws for Opal Sorensen. They made 12 of 15 free throws and 4 threes tonight for the Demons. For the Patriots and their 62 points, they had 3 in double figures, led by the 16 of the freshman Kinley Thornton, 14 for Olivia Klempel, probably had 10 rebounds as well. 10 for Abby Foslin, 8 of those in the first half, 9 for Kaylee Wellstead, 5 for Tegan Schmidt, 3 for Lakin Johnson. Addie Weigel had a triple, and then Alexa Johnson had a deuce as well. Demons, or Century, led it from the get-go. They were up 8-0 early, up to 18 at half. The lead did get cut at one point in that second half to 36-24, but then the Demons, or the Patriots, just pulled away for victory at the end as they won tonight 62-49. Okay, yep. Thank you.
That is completely
as long as I could on that one.
Completely operator error on my part.
That's all right. The total came up to that. So anyway, good solid game for the Patriots, moving to 9-2. And the Demons, I thought they played great the second half. Actually outscored the Patriots 35-30 that second half. So hopefully for the Demons, they can build on that.
All right, fans, time now for your move of the game. Spas Etc. brings you that. Looking for a spa, hot tub, game for your rec room? The good folks at Spas Etc. can help you out with that. Serving the capital city for 25 years. Spas Etc. move of the game. Yeah, we really like this. There was a lot of good post moves in this contest. Yeah. We'll talk about Kinley Thornton here in a second, but this one by Abby Foslin was just as sweet.
Yeah, got the ball inside and just delayed, let the defense get away, and then turned, fake to the middle, spun back to the baseline, a little flip underhand. Good move by the senior Abby Foslin. That's our Spas Etc. move of the game.
Yeah, they take care of you with a sales team and a next level inventory. The spa, sauna, game for your rec room. It's Spas Etc. All right, we'll get you a BNC scoreboard update here in just a second. Triple header of basketball tonight. Minot High and Legacy doing battle. Williston and Minot North. In girls and boys hoops, Minot at Dickinson. Boys hockey tonight, and our Redeemers and Velva. A full slate on a Friday night. All right, last thing for us, it's our Sport Clips MVP of the contest. They keep you looking your best. You can check in online with a hairstylist today at sportclips.com. And this Phi Beta Kappa call here, Kinley Thornton.
Yeah, Kinley Thornton, what a great game. She had nice rip move, goes hard to her left, little lean in. That's just one of many shots. Kinley Thornton played so well. Little slow start out of the gate, didn't score the first 9 minutes, but then had 7 points, 5 points, and 5 points down the stretch. Finished with 16 points. Just great defense, great offense, you name it, and a great interview. Very well-spoken young lady. Kinley Thornton is our Sport Clips Haircuts MVP of the game.
Congratulations to the freshman Kinley Thornton, your MVP of the contest tonight, brought to you by Sport Clips. You can check in online with a hairstylist today at sportclips.com. Puts a wrap on game one. We'll reset the cockpit and come back for A little old matchup between number 1 and number 2, undefeated Bismarck and undefeated Century will square off here in a few moments. Final on your BNC National Bank scoreboard, it's Century 62 and Bismarck 49. That's a wrap on this WDA girls basketball action here from Lynette Olson Gymnasium Century.
Is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Being in business for over 25 years, we've learned a lot about why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
Mike's, a sub above. That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
All right, here we go. Number 1, Century. Number 2, Bismarck. 2 undefeated teams. Century, your defending AA champs, and a rematch from last year's WDA title tilt. This one should be a raucous environment tonight from Lynette Olson Gymnasium. 11-0 versus 11-0. Welcome to our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show alongside Chuck Claremont, Todd Domrys. Century High School is filled to the absolute rafters for this one.
And then some.
And then some. How about this environment? I mean, if you're a high school kid, if you're a fan, if you're from somewhere out of state, as we're getting some folks tuning in from the Valley of the Sun tonight, as this is a highly anticipated matchup. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, we got people listening from all over. I'm getting texts from, like you said, down in Arizona, Andreessen, Chris Geis, you name it. People are texting us. It's pretty cool that they get an opportunity to follow us on a regular basis, and surely they're going to tune in. I mean, there's a party at Andreessen's place. They're all watching with this in the background. Got to love that. Got to love people following, and great to PSP to get us an opportunity to be able to put something like this on.
All right, let's jump into some of the particulars here. Here's your WDA and EDC boys standings. No rocket science here. Bismarck and Century both undefeated in the conference, both undefeated overall, and they square off and go toe-to-toe tonight. Those standings brought to you by the UPS store. They're located on South Broadway in Minot. They're there for all your packing and shipping needs. And Chuck, let's quickly morph through our AA boys top 10 scorers as across the state. Carter Evenson leading the way. See Gibson Kinnebrew checking in there along with Artie Carlo in that top 10.
Yeah, it's nice to see that you got some local guys. Obviously, Woody had Rubidoux played last night, and for Legacy, he's up there. So some West Region guys representing. Boston Cranston from Dickinson, True Blood from Minot. Appreciate Bones Barbecue Sauce sponsoring that piece, and that's kind of been, Evanson's kind of been at the top for most of the year, but these other guys have kind of moved in and out. Gibson Kinnebrew did that 30 points performance last night, moved into the top 10.
Yeah, there's those top 10 scorers, as Chuck said, brought to you by Bones Barbecue Sauce, bottled and produced right here in our great state of North Dakota. All right, fans, time now for your Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game. Call Dylan today, 222-2155. When the wind chills get down to minus 40, Northern Plains Heating and Air, make sure that furnace is ready for the winter months ahead. And your keys to the game tonight. First up for the Bismarck Demons, a little shorthanded tonight for Jordan Wilhelm's crew. Who steps up?
Yeah, a couple guys hurt. Weston Scott went down at the 7-minute mark of the second half, hurt his ankle, will not play tonight. Kenyatta White, same thing. He hurt his ankle at the end of the first half. They missed him, so he will not play. They are fortunate to have Tadarian Slack back. He had missed some games early in the season, so he'll be back. So who steps up? Lugo, Beekler, Seafeld. They're going to get some additional minutes, and then you're going to get guys they're going to have to step up, including guys like Najee Boyd. Like, he stepped up so big in that game against Dickinson. So who is going to step up is one of our Northern Plains keys to the game for the Demons.
And for the Century Patriots, no surprise here. The Patriots, the Pats play a style where they want to control the pace.
Yeah. Control the pace is exactly what they want to do. Is they only give up 46 points a game. The Demons score 94. I don't think they want to get into a track meet. They got athletes. They got guys that can get out and score too, but I think Coach Matter knows well enough to know that, hey, we're going to have to keep this thing down in a lower scoring game. Not if we want to have a chance, because I think they would have a chance potentially in a higher scoring, but they want to control the pace. They want to push it when they want to push it. They want to slow her down when they want to slow it down. That's one of our keys for the Century Patriots.
All right, as let's get back into I just moved my buttons around. That just happens sometimes. Oops. All right, there's your Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game tonight. All right. That's an abbreviated Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Timely services that don't slow you down. 15-minute oil changes, locations in Minot and Bismarck. Find them online at VIOC.com.
You know, you think TD, take a look at the series, too. We're looking at this. Bismarck High actually leads the series since 2019-20. They're 10-6. The Patriots, I know they won the last two games. You mentioned that game in the West Region Championship. That was 62-61. That was a barn burner. Did you have that game?
Yes.
Called that one out? Yeah, I would imagine you and Cole had that one. That would have been a quality basketball game. As a matter of fact, I think I watched that one on TV. That was a big one right there. The Demons, see if they still have in their head when they lost 2 years ago, 103-61. Have they cleared the mechanism? Have they cleared that focus? That's past?
This, of course, is Pink Night tonight. We're raising money tonight for Yvonne Delzer for the Bismarck Demons and Heather Trainer for the Century Patriots. Worthy cause there as Folks coming into this game, it's 1 versus 2. This happened 4 years ago. And it took a heroic effort by Trayson Eaglestaff, scoring 52 points as the Demons won on this very court in a 1 versus 2 matchup. Century was 1, Bismarck High was 2. 106 to 103 was the final that night.
I remember that one. I called that game. That was a pretty special night. You mentioned Trayson Eaglestaff. How well is he playing right now? Maybe he's dialed in, listening down in West Virginia, listening to his Demons. It's going to be a good game here.
He might be. The West Virginia Mountaineers putting up huge numbers. He was 1 assist away from a triple-double that night, and he took care of the D1 team for Century. The Schaefer, Doppler, and Erickson all over 25 points that night. So, yeah.
One-man wrecking crew.
Here's your starting lineups. First off for the Bismarck Demons.
Number 0, Grant Bieber.
Grant Bieber will be in that starting lineup, a senior.
A 5'10 junior. Number 1,
Najee Boyd gets the start tonight, the 5'11 junior.
He was our Sport Clips MVP of the game against Dickinson.
The smooth operator himself, the 6'2 senior Artie Carlo. Tredarian Slack, they'll welcome him back after a 1-game absence, the 6'2 senior. And Kalik Austin, the 6'1 sophomore. Coach Jordan Wilhelm in his 11th season will start 2 seniors. Oh, check that, 3 seniors, a junior, and a sophomore in his starting 5.
I'm sorry, you can't comment enough about it. How big of a loss not having Weston Scott on the floor, but at the same time, Camden Kramer, we didn't talk about that. If you haven't been following the Patriots, Camden Kramer, he broke his fibula back on the 9th of January, and he gets his x-rays on Monday, and at that point they're going to make a determination if he's going to get a chance to maybe play later this year. But not having him in this lineup is a big loss for the Patriots. Almost as equal, if not more, than Weston Scott not the lineup for the Demons.
All right, you're watching those starting lineups. Introduced for Century, Braden Aldinger, Xavion Haroldstad, Garrett Nisley, the seniors, along with Joey Kralik. And the only underclassman in that starting 5 is the junior high flyer, Gibson Kinnebrew. And all those kids out there in that starting 5 for Century 4. 7th-year head coach, Darren Matter. Again, that's an abbreviated version of our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Timely services that don't slow you down. 15-minute oil changes, locations in Minot and Bismarck. Find them online at VIOC.com. Let's play some WDA basketball. I am hyped.
How can you not be? This is a tournament atmosphere right here at Lynette Olson Gymnasium. When you can feel it in your heart with the music, TD, it is rocking.
Buckle up as we are underway. It's going to be a bumpy ride tonight. We just know there's some turbulence coming as the Demons come out man-to-man. Century will be the more patient of the two teams. As well at the timeline, they just play catch, get a couple ball reversals. Nisley from the high right side, 10 to shoot for the Pats. Little screen and roll. Kralik inside out, Haroldstad downhill, shot fake, no, short. Rebound to Bismarck, but a tip pass. Century's been stuck on this end. And Coach Mattern says, let's run another 30 seconds, but Gibby Kinnebrew forces it up, missed it, got it back, missed it. Kralik rebounds, and he will lay one up and in.
Well, it's just relentless, you want to call those two possessions, Todd. First the steal, then the 3 different shots, and finally a putback by Kralik.
That was a 1-minute possession almost for Century. Bismarck High against this man-to-man defense for Century.
Like to see the matchups. Aldinger, Garden, Kalik.
And a block shot. Return to sender. And Kralik digs it out of there. I like that patience right there by Gibby Kinnebrew. He could have flown into the front court, but he just was like, okay.
If they need my help, I better wait.
He knows that Coach Mattern might pull him out if he just decided to just go out and do his own thing. Patriots, this is exactly how Century attacked Bismarck High in the WDA championship. Haroldstad.
Everybody was outside the three-point line, and a great job turning and burning right there for Haroldstad, going right in the rack against Slack.
Century up quick, 4-0 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Artie Carlo will try to change that with a pull-up from the free throw line. Nisley skies for a rebound, but he couldn't collect it, and Najee Boyd the beneficiary.
He went way up high to get that, as you mentioned it, Todd, but then was falling out of bounds and threw it right into Boyd, who converted.
Patriots on top, 4-2. BNC Bank, your life's busy. They make managing money easy. Locations in North Dakota and Arizona. Find them online at bnc.bank. Harold Stad attacking for 2 more.
Started out so fast last game, Todd, and he's doing it exactly tonight again, showing I'm not only a defender, I can score too.
Century student section is cranked up. There's a cranked up 3 that finds the bottom of the well for Artie Carlo.
He has unlimited range, Todd. One of the guys who's improved the most in the West region, in my estimation.
Attacking in pressure, Kinnebrew hangs and scores.
Well, when you can jump over 40 inches in the air, Todd, you got time to come down. He showed it right there. Athletic ability.
He's got more time to make decisions in the air than anybody in the state.
Totally.
Artie Carlo goes to the shake and bake as Century leads 8-5. Austin got a fresh cut for today.
Yeah, he did.
Kalik to the hesitation. Count it! And he's fouled.
Similar lineup as last time, as we'll check it out here in the Ryan Family Dealership, is he takes Aldinger man-to-man, jump stop, steps back through, keeps that right-handed pivot foot, leans in, draws the foul.
And number 3, Brennan Greff.
Averaging 12 points a game, 7 rebounds, in the top 10 in steals, and 2+, 3 assists. Coach Wilhelm says this is one of the most special players coming through his program.
How about that friendly roll for Kalik Austin? That thing had Velcro on it. You saw it on your end zone view there. And we are knotted up at 8. Austin gets the old-fashioned 3-point play from the Serve Pro stripe. And now Aldinger just knocks one down from deep.
The confidence that Braylon Aldinger's played in since he's moved in the starting lineup.
Artie Carlo to the reverse. Cleared by Kralik. Gibby floats into the front court. Century post up Nisley. Spins baseline against Bonley, who's just checked in. Kinnebrew attacks. Oh, the reverse!
Oh, how about that one? The Michael Jordan-esque takes off from the one side of the lane all the way underneath the basket, and the spinner!
My goodness, the finish for Kinnebrew. Bismarck High. Beekler had his pass tipped out of bounds. Or excuse me, that's Brennan Greff. I beg your pardon.
We got Coach Mattern's got the stomp going early on TD. The coaches are up.
Okay, we need a Ryan Family Dealership early. This Gibson Kinnebrew.
Watch this baby.
Watch this
Takes off from one side all the way to the other. He should be in the long jump, TD.
Wowza. As Kalik Oskin trying to get downhill, got it back. Throws it out to the timeline. There's Bonley.
Yep.
And he spins it right side to Mason Seafeld. Long distance delivery, no good. Century can't clear the carom. Austin from the top. Kralik will check him. Kalik to the step back. No. That was a big boy rebound right there for Haroldstad.
Just cleared out. Slack.
Demons get cranked up on the pressure. Century up the sideline to Kinnebrew, and into the front court they come with 13 to play in the first half. Century by 5.
And Nisley
had his pocket picked. Bonley to coast. No call.
Blocked out of bounds by Haroldstad. I just love this kid, Todd. Watch him. Just stays up high, goes, swats it out of bounds.
Back in for the Demons, Carlo, Bieber.
There's some earlier substitutions tonight because these guys are so geeked.
Okay, I want to talk about this, Todd. I was talking to Coach Willem. I thought it was like Jordan Pintar, the ones that was doing these subs. This is scripted. The entire this is scripted subs the whole game that he has.
Artie Carlo goes to the rack attack, and he's fouled.
I mean, it's pretty amazing that he's got it, and you got to know when you're coming in, what position you're playing. Are you a guard? Are you a forward? So he showed me, the detailed map of this. Pretty intrinsic, pretty amazing, and Jordan Willem basically just goes right off it. Jordan Pintar, I'm sorry.
I knew there was an abacus behind the scenes.
Yeah, that's what I said. I go, that makes sense to me. Not that we didn't give Jordan Pintar enough credit, right? But obviously he's, a smart kid and great assistant coach, but Jordan Wilson types it up.
Carlo goes 2 for 2.
Artie Carlo buries 2 in a row from the Serve Pro stripe. They got 24/7 emergency service. Trained technicians, fire and water cleanup, and technology at Serve Pro is. Now you get Grant Bieber with a foul in the backcourt. We can tell you today's game brought to you in part by the UPS store for all your packing and shipping needs in the Magic City. Planet Pizza brings you tonight's game. They deliver 701-852-1700. Try the Blue Buffalo or the plain cheese. Century checks in Landon Perry.
Noah Hur's in too. He had some good minutes last week.
Oh, poke away. And here comes Najee Boyd. Denied. Return to sender. Are you kidding me?
Kinnebrew just set that one up. The whole crowd knew something was coming big, Todd. Pinned it against the backboard. Bet you we see that one again later on.
A takeaway by Brendan Greff. And a take back by Nisley. This thing is buzzing right now. 13-10 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Century leads.
Greff got the stash going.
12 minutes to play, first half.
Greff's just recent signing hit, University of Mary.
Bismarck High's got the defense cranked up. Landon Perry rises. No good. Rebound, put back, her no good. Greff rebounds to Bieber, and here come the Demons. The Maroon is flying into the front court. This time, Gibby goes to the poke check.
Yeah, he gets a block. This one not quite as exciting as the one before.
Here's the big one.
Here we go. Set him up right here. Just trailed to play a la LeBron James. Blocks it off the backboard.
He is making a habit of that, folks.
Special would be one of the adjectives for him.
Bieber attacking. Shadarian Slack couldn't get it. Quick return. Nisley spinning, and he's hit.
Century, when you talk about pace, on a break like that, if they have numbers, they take off. They'll utilize their athletic ability. They'll get out on the break just like that.
And Nisley will put his 10 stakes down at the Serve Pro stripe. This is one of the cool things about Bismarck. We used to play these matchups as a doubleheader at the Bismarck Event Center, and having these things back in the team's home gyms now, they turned people away tonight. You were down doing the interviews, and Lervik said the place is closed, and I got some texts from people that got turned away at the door.
Hey, the serpentine for me to get down the stairs, TD, I tell you, they were sitting in the aisles.
Oh.
It is, and you're right. Some people don't get a chance to be here in person, but that's the beauty to me of PSP, that it's a way more exciting atmosphere.
Bismarck High, a confident team, 11-0 in the season. Tredarian Slack couldn't finish it, but he goes up and gets a rebound, and now a three-car pileup.
Yeah, he brought it down. You cannot bring that down. He got that rebound, then brought it down to his knees, and all of a sudden all three guys were right there.
Hey, fans, we have a quick second here. Let's tell you about the PSP Network's broadcast coverage coming this winter sports season. 15 tournaments on PSP Plus. You can get your passes soon, as we'll be your home for 148 postseason basketball and hockey contests this winter. Najee Boyd from downtown. No.
Just great box up. Then he went and got the basketball on that rebound.
Landon Perry, probably a little too much dribbling, and now he gets tied up, and the arrow will still favor Century.
Give Coach Mattern credit, saying he's given these kids an opportunity early in this basketball game, right? Guys like Landon Perry, who doesn't have a lot of minutes, just played 4 games coming into this game tonight. Same thing with Noah Hur. But athletes, giving them some minutes in a super important game.
Caden Wellstead is on, who reverses it up top to Haroldstead. Xavion gets that kicked out of bounds. I can tell you that Minot State brings you tonight's game. 100 areas of study at MSU. 96% of their grads employed or getting their education continued. Minot State University, be seen, be heard, be you. Farstead Oil brings you tonight's game. Proudly serving North Dakota, Montana, Western Minnesota since 1938 for your wholesale fuel, mobile lubricant, and DEF needs. Century will trigger it into Nisley. Fades and hits.
He's so good at that shot, Todd. Baseline is his baby, 15-foot baseline jumper fading away.
Nisley's got 4, and Century leads 17-10. On that BNC Bank scoreboard, Patriots by 7 with 10.5 to play first half. Najee Boyd got it into the painted area. Safety valve up top to Austin. Wellstead on him like a postage stamp and a reach in.
Yeah, good call by the official. It got it top of the hand.
Fouls on center number 30, Caden Wellstead, first personal, third team foul. Backing for the Demons. Slack, Bieber, and Bonley.
They are at max capacity. TD just got a text from Mark Mingy. He's watching us now. He said, we got turned away at the door.
Well, that just meant our PSP viewership has gone up. Carlo will yank one from the free throw line.
So pretty. Hard to his right, jump stop, fade away. He's got a similar look as Garrett Nisley, excuse me.
Reminds me of Montel Carlo. That's the name that folks remember.
Yeah, brother.
Yep. Got a lot of similarities to that game.
He could put some points on the board.
The Solon Sioux standout.
Coached by Jeff Brand, I think, back in the day, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, my.
Kralik threw it away. And here comes Kalik Austin to the reverse. But he got bodied up there by Xavion Harolstead, and he'll shoot a couple.
Check it out here in this play. A smart play by Kalik. He saw Harolstead was trailing the play, could not go to the front side with his left hand, used the reverse, and when he went to the reverse, they actually used the basket and his body to shield him.
You know, and he needed to, too, because Harolstead was climbing the ladder.
He was trying to do they're going to start calling it a Kinnebrew.
He was going to do a Kinnebrew. I love it.
How many of those is he? We've got at least 5 of those on highlight film.
It's been one a night since we've been doing his games. As Kalik made the first, and he hits the second from the serve pro stripe.
5 points for Kalik. Little shout out to Daryl Anderson. Speaking of a long time and a Hall of Famer, track and cross country coach for the Demons down in Queens Creek, Arizona, listening up. Said, appreciate PSP. Well, thank you, sir.
Post up for Nisley. Century by 3. Make it 5.
He's so good at that. Bonley undersized a little bit, and Nisley just reads the play, rises above him, and 17-footer that time.
Grant Bieber back on, hands it off to Bonley. I said this a couple nights ago when I did a Demons game. I don't even announce their substitutions. You got so many of them coming in and out.
Oh, yeah, it's a line change. It's like you doing hockey.
Yeah. Ami Spears is checked on for Century as Kalik Austin misfired. And now a little too frisky there for Tredarian Slack.
So here's the thing about a couple guys for the Patriots are going to get some minutes. I think Wellstead and Spears played 2 halves of JV. So Spears, he played really well. He looked good. He's just going to get, this will be the only half he'll play this game.
Advanced Night's game brought to you in part by Val's Cyclery. Been doing it in downtown Minot since 1960. E-bikes. Sharpening center. How about that? Sharpen that baby for Garrett Nisley. From downtown, Nisley hits it, and it leads us into a First International Bank and Trust timeout. Century 22, Bismarck 14. Here's Nisley.
Every football fan has their Sunday routine. Maybe it's setting your lineup, firing up the grill, or claiming your spot on the couch. But the center of every Sunday is the drive. The morning drive home before kickoff. The drive to your buddy's watch party. Wherever you're headed, we can take you there.
Sorry.
Todd Domrey's alongside the Hall of Famer Chuck Claremont. Brittany Hill, Aaron Wald producing, run the cameras for us tonight. So good to have you tuned in on the PSP Network. A little high-profile matchup, and there's a hit for Grant Bieber.
Yeah, they need him to score some points tonight, Todd. Great jump stop there and turn back to his right, and an unforced error.
Century turns it over at the timeline. Ami Spears couldn't put the Velcro on that one. I was mentioning Val's Cyclery. E-bikes, sharpening center, and a fitness center at their downtown Minot location. They bring you tonight's game. Bismarck goes to the weave. Way up top to Kalik Austin. 15 to shoot for the Demons. Bonley got to the block. Graff wants it. Graff hits it!
Graff, the set shot, right-handed finish. Little gooseneck right there when he was done. Big look there.
His 5th made 3 of the season. Makes it a 2-point game, or check that, 3-point game, I beg your pardon.
Boy, 5-0 after the timeout.
Century by 3. Noah Herr, they got him in a phone booth, and it's a takeaway. The Demon defense turns into an offensive chance for Bieber.
Boy, just weaved his way through the middle of the lane right there, Todd. Great job with that left-handed dribble and finish by Bieber. Back-to-back buckets. Well, I shouldn't say that. Sandwiched in between a three-pointer by Graff.
Coach Pintar, Coach Wilhelm over there in the defensive stance, and it works. Bonley to Graff. Bismarck High can take a lead. Bonley from downtown. No. Spears climbs the weak side ladder, and Century wants a timeout. We'll break. A First International Bank and Trust timeout on the floor. Get a good look at Brennan Graff right there, just knocked down a 3 a moment ago as Century leads 22-21.
And invested wisely. Whether it's paying for a child's education, taking the family trip you've dreamed of, giving back to the community, or funding a confident retirement, we can help you reach your goals. We are passionate about helping you make smart decisions about your spending and saving so you can feel confident about the future while enjoying life today. Together, we can design a personalized plan that takes into account your short and long-term needs and wants, but is flexible enough to adjust as your life changes.
Strikes, you need help fast. ServPro arrives within the hour with certified technicians and the tools to handle any challenge. Breathe easy. Trained professionals are here when it matters most. Call ServPro in Minot, Bismarck, or Williston today.
Back at Century High School, 22-21, Century on top. Let's give away a live look in over at Legacy High School as Minot High leads 28-21.
They're really playing well. Picked, I think, 6 in the West region, but, man, I like their makeup of their team.
Scott Woodmansey, Joe Cattell on the call on that one. I got a triple header for you tonight. Century, a little back screen at the timeline, and it frees up Xavion Haroldstead, but he got his pocket picked there by Kalik Austin.
Good hustle by Kalik getting back on that one. I like the call, though. Back pick by Kralik. And the two-handed Kevin Love chest pass from one end to the other.
Century sets up Kinnebrew. Oh, good footwork.
Kinnebrew with a bucket down low.
Almost got pushed out of bounds and then leaned in and just used his jumping ability to jump over everybody. 6 points now for Kinnebrew.
Century back up on top by 3.
A good timeout for the Patriots there.
And a takeaway. Kinnebrew now has to dive on the floor, and you got a foul?
Going to call a foul on Slack right as Kinnebrew was trying to call timeout.
Yeah.
So, I guess you see it there.
The 1, 2, 3
official couldn't have been any closer to it.
Yeah, he was like a wrestling official.
He was. It was back points. He pointed at him like,
yeah.
Was it 3 or 2 back points? What do you got?
a 3-car pilot up, and he was giving him the business on top of the pile. 6 minutes to play, approaching it in the first half.
We had everything we expected.
Yep. High intensity from Olson Gym. Aldinger skips to Haroldstead. Well, we got around on the baseline and lays it in.
Such a quick first step for Haroldstead. He also signed at University of Mary to play football. Talked to his dad. He's pretty proud of Xavion. Smart kid. He said he's a 4.6 GPA.
Wait a minute.
Pretty good. I know on the 4.0 scale, obviously he's taking some college credits or something, but I said, okay, is that right? What's the new math for me? I thought it was 4.0.
They left Bonley a little open. Couldn't hit it. Kralik rebound. I got to go back to this 4.7. That's the highest GPA I've ever heard of.
I don't know how it works, Todd. I just
I've
said
heard
okay.
I've heard of 4.2s and stuff like that, but
yeah,
4.6.
It was loud when I was talking to him, so I could have misheard it, but I'm pretty sure he said 4.6.
Lob over the top to Nisley.
Fronting him.
Oh, way out there. Aldinger. No. Off the 10.
Yeah.
And Kralik a little too frisky for the rebound.
You know, it's so funny. The coaches, if the whistle doesn't blow like simultaneous when they're what? Like, oh, hey, slow down. He's got it. He was right there. Great call. The official saw it all the way. Good box out by Bondley, I think it was, on Joey Kralik. Halftime score, Todd, quickly, 50-36. Dickinson over Jamestown. The BNC Bank scoreboard. The boys' side.
Carlo. No, airbanked it.
Ooh, wide right.
Bismarck High gets a second chance, but now I think they have to figure out the shot clock. If
wide right, would that be like a Norwood then? Who missed it right? I forget which kicker in the Super Bowl. Anderson was his wide right or left?
I think Gary Anderson
okay,
for the Vikings.
That could have been an Anderson too.
Might have been wide right, yeah. Hey fans, tonight's game brought to you in part by the Aggie Foundation, bringing you the PSP Network Player Performance of the Week. Learn about their charitable work at aggiefoundation.com. Gibby Kinnebrew, your PSP Player Performance of the Week. And Bowen's Barbecue Sauce brings you today's game. Created and bottled right here in North Dakota. From burgers to ribs to veggies, you can find it at your local grocery store, Cashwise Marketplace, and Family Fare.
How cool is this one, Todd? Thanks for Nick for sending this one to us. He got a message to our PSP network from Jim Kramer saying, Grandpa and Grandma, they're watching their grandson, even though Camden not playing. They're supporting the Century Patriots, and he appreciates the coverage, making it possible for them to watch a game in Arizona. So pretty cool.
Well, and of course we mentioned Artie Carlo and a resemblance to Montel Carlo, and okay, the thing started flying in as his game resembles more of his uncle. Oh, was that?
Yeah, I think he said that. Yeah.
Yep.
Chuck Archambault.
His uncle Chuck Archambault.
Yeah, but okay. Speaking of legends for Bismarck High, Rusty Gillette. Yeah. Awesome that he's listening, and we're still we pulled a Rusty comment about a bank shot. I think earlier in the year, TD.
We have several times.
Several times. He's got that one down.
That angle bank shot from the wing was a Rusty Gillette staple.
Yep.
Bismarck High had the oohs and ahs there as they couldn't get that one to drop. Good work there by Kinnebrew to meet that pass. Well, if you're being compared to Artie Carlo and Chuck Archambault, I guess you got game.
That's pretty good, guys, to be compared against, no doubt.
Are you kidding me? Oh, there's a little pick. Ooh. Quick hands for Austin.
I guess. I don't see that very often. Kinnebrew getting his pocket picked.
As Kalik working up top against Nisley. Bieber in attack mode. No. Kinnebrew climbs the ladder for a defensive carom for the Patriots. It's amazing how Bismarck High can get in this pressure even on a missed shot.
Yeah.
Nisley with the shot fake.
Just look at Seafeld. Look at the look on that one. Look at him. Drew the foul. Whoa! Some extra minutes.
Oh, what's this?
You want to talk about grit right here. Here's a kid getting some minutes going. Come on! Right in the face, and Garrett Nisley just said, all right, that's fine. You go ahead. You can take that foul.
Mason Seafeld still over there getting the Demon bench riled up.
He's the one that's kind of picked up some minutes with both Kenyatta White and Weston Scott out. If you just joined us, both those guys turned their ankle last game against Dickinson. They'll be out today.
To the left elbow, Kalik couldn't hit the step back. It's ricocheted out of bounds to Century.
So here, we talk about timeouts. Bismarck High gets a timeout down 6. They go on a 5-0 run. Century calls a timeout. They're on a 4-0 run and have the basketball. So good use of the timeouts by both Coach Wilhelm and Coach Mattern.
Century breaks some pressure. Kinnebrew. Oh, return to sender.
Kalik Austin.
Turns into a Najee Boyd miss.
Coach Wilhelm wanted to foul. Actually, what he should have done, Todd, it was 2-on-1 break. You got to pass that one down to Greff on that right side for a layup.
Century breaks some pressure. We got under 3 minutes to play first half. Our Jerome's Collision Center halftime report comes up next. They clear out a side. Now they go a post up to Kralik. Spinning, operating. Almost got a 3-second. Century's got to shoot it. Down to 2, down to 1. Three-pointer on the way. They did not get it off.
Official called it right away. Good job by the official watching the shot clock on the weak side. Great defense by the Demons right there. Both teams just playing sticky man-to-man defense.
As Bismarck High inside to Greff. Way up top, safety valve. Pace slows momentarily. Najee Boyd slicing and dicing for 2.
Almost like a Barry Sanders running the football, Todd, as he was bouncing in and out, as you mentioned that, and then a nice jump stop back to his right, use the glass.
Now Century having a hard time getting it over the timeline, and a First International Bank and Trust timeout on the floor. Century 26, Bismarck 23, 1:56 to play in your first half. Here's that slice and dice by Najee Boyd.
Engineers at Ackerman Esfold have been enhancing everyday life. From response times to commute times, we've helped create critical infrastructure, enhancing highway safety, flood protection, and public education. And we're no stranger to enhancing fun, family outings, and even game time. Ackerman Esfold, working to enhance your everyday life.
It's been electric. A packed house at Olson Gym at Century High School. Boy, big tip of the cap to Mr. Ben Lervick and his staff here at Century for opening the doors for us, making sure that we can get our stuff set up early and bring you all the action on our live stream tonight on our YouTube platform. As they had Kralik in the blender, but then somebody bailed him out on a foul.
They had him triple team. Slack came behind him, grabbed his arm. It's so hard not to reach in on those.
And Tredarian Slack just picked up his third.
Just got back as he was missed a few games.
Aldinger inside out to Kralik. Got his feet tangled up with Carlo. Oh, how about the slip through for 2?
Demons went for the steal, and Kralik was able to stay with it and then slipped through 2 defenders, and nobody was behind him. 4 points now for Joey.
Demons getting these paint touches. Leads to a Tredarian Slack 3. No, that cranks off. Rebound put back for Austin, and he's hit.
He came out of nowhere. He was outside the free throw line on that right side, TD, and just attacked the rim. Showed his leaping ability, went way up high to rip that one down. You're right, he got her cut tight, TD.
Yep.
I mean, that's not quite the baseball cup, but looks good.
And
Kalik's big brother Andre, having a good season for University of Mary.
He's in the house tonight.
Is he? All right, I didn't see, saw him.
14, Noah Hurd.
Kalik, a 77% free throw shooter. He's perfect tonight from the serve pro line.
No.
Austin goes 2 for 2.
Cans another
broadcaster jinx there.
Nope. Approaching 1 minute to play. Century by 3. Noah Hur way up on the Patriot insignia. Reversal now to Aldinger, 28-foot line. Noah Hur. Haroldstad, pull up, got it.
Haroldstad, the 15-footer.
Good extra pass down in the corner on a skip pass first. It got down low to Kralik, and then a nice pass up to Haroldstad. Pulled up from just inside the free throw line.
Century extends it to a 5-point lead. Brennan Greff, kick out Bieber. Hello.
Bieber knows no range that he does not like to pull her from. Great rotation, hand down, man down right there. Grant Bieber.
Back to a 2-point lead. Shot clock off. Century can hold it, but they throw it away. Artie Carlo. Oh, smooth operator.
Little slow-mo right there by Artie Carlo after the pick.
And we are tied at 30. Down to 6 seconds. Century, they're going to lose it as Kralik was playing tight end.
Kralik's got a mad look in his face, but he absolutely pushed off. The Demons picked up their defense. I mean, if they can, they went from 9 to 10 in terms of intensity these last couple minutes. Surely the last 30 seconds.
That's 8 team fouls. You can see those fouls on your BNC Bank scoreboard.
When was the last time you saw the Demons with 5 fouls and a half? and it isn't like they're not playing aggressive defense.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, we mentioned Ben Lervick. I see Dave Zittelman here too. That's just we appreciate all that the local ADs do to make it convenient for the PSP network to do what we do and bring these contests to you sitting on your couch or
so good
in your garage or wherever you are. It's only the they must have called that an offensive foul. So Century was at 8 team fouls. It would have been a bonus situation, but instead the Demons have 3.5 seconds to get a shot off here.
Because it was an offensive push-off.
Yeah,
right?
agreed. Yep. Carlo fires. No. And we go to our Jerome's Collision Center halftime report with a draw. First half stalemate from Olson Gym. BNC Bank scoreboard at the break. 30 apiece. Number 1 Century, number 2 Bismarck. Jerome's Collision Center halftime report comes up next. Here's the smooth operator, Artie Carlo.
Is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Our initial reaction when we realized he had 2 broken bones was fear. Then once we realized and got a plan with Trinity and our doctor, a lot of comfort.
He told me that he can fix my arm, and he showed me a lot of stuff that he could do to help me.
Trinity Health Orthopedics is as good as you can find anywhere in the country. A lot of us take pride in that, and that's why we stay here and we keep doing what we do.
Trinity Health, making more possible.
Every football fan has their Sunday routine. Maybe it's setting your lineup, firing up the grill, or claiming your spot on the couch. But the center of every Sunday is the drive. The morning drive home before kickoff. The drive to your buddy's watch party. Wherever you're headed, we can take you there.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Breathe in.
I can't believe I wrecked my car.
There's some things in life we can't control. But what's important is how we respond. At Jerome's Collision Center, they provide the highest quality of service, assuring the job gets done stress-free and making it feel like a breath of fresh air. And to give you peace of mind, they handle the insurance.
Are you even a therapist?
Don't worry about it. Jerome's, they're the experts. Jerome's.
There you get a look at the scenes from the observation deck high atop the North Dakota State Capitol. They say on a clear day you can see 35 miles. You were looking south a moment ago. This is eastward, the Department of Transportation there. This is straight north. That's Divide Avenue. And
it doesn't tell the story of 15 below. It looks pretty serene right there.
This is the westerly view now, and I get the sense when I'm up there, I'm like the movie Shrek, when it's like, Shrek, I'm looking down, Shrek. I get the donkey feeling. As that's a view from high atop the Capitol in the center of Bismarck. Back inside Olson Gymnasium. What a first half.
Oh, my goodness sake. Such crazy intensity that first half. Go back and forth action, you know. It's exactly what we thought when you have 1 versus 2. Even without some chess pieces, some key chess pieces for these two teams, it shows the depth, Todd. And, you know, that's one thing. I was driving here and I was listening to some NBA channel, and they were talking about guys out, you know. But the teams that are playing well, Jokic is out. The dude from Boston's out. I mean, these guys are out, but their teams are playing well because other people are coming in and playing, and that's exactly what's happening for Century and Bismarck tonight. Other guys are stepping up. You even got a guy in with 44 minutes in the season, and Mason Seafeld coming in and give us some of the best, you know, footage. Hopefully we got that one saved somewhere, because that'll be a good one to come back and just see what this rivalry brings in terms of intensity. You know what I mean?
Got that right.
It's just crazy.
All right, fans, it's your Jerome's Collision Center halftime report. Their goal is to get you and your car back on the road. Been doing it since 1975. Call them at 701-852-5126. Schedule your collision repair or other service at Jerome's Collision Center. All right, Chuck, let's run through those numbers brought to you by Jerome's. We'll roll a few first-half highlights here on the PSP Network.
All right, Todd, let's go with the visiting Demons first. Demons had 5 in the scoring column, and their 30 points as they were led by the 7 points of Kalik Austin, who was perfect from the free throw line. 5 free throws in a bucket. 7 points as well for Grant Bieber in a nice first half. He came up strong the last 9 minutes of that first half. Had a 3 and 2 driving baskets for him. Artie Carlo actually led him with 9. I take that back, including that last slow-mo to end the first half, as he had 9. A 3, 2 twos, and 2 for 2 from the free throw line. 4 points for Najee Boyd. Brennan Greff with a triple for their total of 30 for the Demons. For the Patriots, 5 in the scoring column as well. All 5 starters scored. No bench points for Century. 9 points for Garrett Nisley, as he had a 3, 2 twos, and 2 free throws. 8 for Xavier Harrelstead on 4 free field goals. 6 for Gibson Kinnebrew. 4 for Joey Kralik. And then a triple for Braylon Aldinger from deep on that right wing for their total of 30. Team stats, well, nobody's missed a free throw. The Patriots only attempted 2, but Nisley made both of those. The Demons attempted 7, 5 by Kalik Austin, 2 by Carlo. They made all of them. 2 threes by Century, 3 threes by the Demons. It was 19-14 halfway through that first half, and actually that lead got up to 22-14 Demons called a timeout. They brought it back, a 7-0 run to 22-21. The Patriots call a timeout. They extended that lead, and the Demons came back hard at the end of the game as they were down 30-25, ended with a 5-0 run to tie it up, 30-all. What else could you expect in a 1-2?
I mean, it's been awesome. I keep referencing back to the 62-61 WDA championship a year ago. I think back to the 106-103 4 year ago game with the Trace and Eaglestaff 52-point game. This has the makings of being exactly like those two kind of. How'd you be like you'd be a young fan like that tuning into this baby?
No question. maybe he's listening to the PSP on his iPad right there, checking things out, and sister, brother checking it out in the front row. I love it. Nothing better than that, getting a chance to see little kids. And they're all over TD. I mean, when I was going down trying to do my serpentine walk, I mean, there was like 50 kids hanging out. I mean, it's so cool to bring your kids and get a chance to feel this atmosphere.
Hey fans, the PSP Network and specifically PSP Plus is going to be your broadcast home for a wealth of basketball action, including the WDA basketball tournament, all 22 games. You got B regionals, A regionals, boys districts, girls districts, a little frozen pond action from the WDA hockey at the VFW. Passes will be available soon. Be sure to download your PSP Plus app from your favorite app store and get ready for 148 broadcasts on PSP Plus. We are fired up. Keep it locked right here. Our Jerome's Collision Center halftime report comes to a close. Second half action from Olson Gymnasium comes up next at the break. 30-30, a first half draw here on the network.
And invested wisely. Whether it's paying for a child's education, taking the family trip you've dreamed of, giving back to the community, or funding a confident retirement, we can help you reach your goals. We are passionate about helping you make smart decisions about your spending and saving so you can feel confident about the future while enjoying life today. Together, we can design a personalized plan that takes into account your short and long-term needs and wants, but is flexible enough to adjust as your life changes.
Spas Etc., Bismarck's #1 hot tub and sauna dealer, brings luxury and wellness straight to your home. Discover top brands, Sundance hot tubs, and Michael Phelps swim spas that deliver not just relaxation, but real therapeutic benefits. Right now, save up to $5,000 or enjoy up to 72 months interest-free financing. Visit us today at 1420 East Main Avenue in Bismarck and experience the best deals for yourself.
This page is in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
I get set for the second half of play here from Olson Gym. Just about ready to put the ball in action. Let's get a live look in from over at Legacy High School.
I got a good one there, TD.
Woo!
Yikes.
In the pressure cooker already.
Into the big fella, Rubadoo. Puts the Legacy Sabres up.
Legacy has a lead, and we are underway from Olson Gym. 30 apiece. Final 18 on the network tonight. Najee Boyd wiped away by Aldinger. Here's your second half lineups. Austin, Slack, Boyd, Bieber, and Carlo out there for the maroon-clad Bismarck Demons. Century has their first five out there. Nisley, Kinnebrew, Aldinger, Haroldstad.
He's going to get a palming, TD, sorry.
And Kralik. Bieber attacking. And a foul. A late whistle, but it'll send Grant Bieber to the serve pro stripe.
On center, 52, Joey Kralik.
Yeah, keep an eye on that one. The official, I was watching that hand. It was like, ooh. Official was thinking about it, didn't call it, and then Bieber just took it hard to the rack. A good first half for Grant Bieber. Really a good last 9 minutes for him, too. He had 7 minutes in the last half of the first half, averaging 10 a game. You got an offer from Williston State.
Kralik picked up the third personal, by the way, as Bieber stuck an automatic.
Yeah, 85% free throw shooter.
From the serve pro stripe, cans them both. Century
Demons 9 for 9 now.
almost turns that over. Century did, as Bismarck High leads 32-30. Just what we expected. How about our two contests in the capital city tonight? Minot and Legacy going toe-to-toe. Century, Bismarck going toe-to-toe. Nisley, quick trigger.
He catches that, TD, at the top of a shot and then went right up with it. That's not easy to do. That shows the strength of Garrett Nisley.
And Kralik with the takeaway. Patriots by 1. 1 minute into our second half. On that BNC Bank scoreboard, your life's busy. They make managing money easy. Locations in North Dakota and Arizona. Find them online at bnc.bank. As that one was, again, wide right.
Well, Kralik, he does play in the baseball team, TD.
Yeah, he's a great third baseman. He's not a pitcher.
Well, he says infield and pitcher, but he might not get in very much, right?
I did a lot of baseball this last spring, and I didn't see him throwing very much. He probably does, but
he probably comes in late, right? Got that late knuckleballer.
Carlo.
Oh, my.
How about that runner?
You know, usually you see runners from 3, 4, 5 feet. That was like a 10-foot runner.
He has a knack of getting his defender on skates.
So fun to watch. Smooth. That smooth operator, that was a great call because that's exactly what he is.
I wish I had that music in cue. We'd get copyright violations, I'm sure, on our YouTube platform, but every time he drives, I'd like to put that on. As Nisley fires on the fade. Rebound is loose. How about Haroldstad? Right place, right time.
Just kicked it around enough until it was wide open with him in the left-handed finish.
He's into double figures with 10. Century back up by 1. Back and forth we go. Carlo inside out to Bondley. Back to Artie.
Oh,
threw it
to nobody.
Knew exactly where it was going. He winds up a 3. No, weak side rebound.
Jeez.
Yanked out of there by Haroldstad. Now Nisley behind the back and a couple car pileup.
Yeah, they set that one up the whole way as Nisley was going behind his back and Demons read it and double teamed him right there. Here's one of the scripted subs. First sub of the second half. It's like, boom, okay, these guys are coming in, these guys are coming out. Talked about that in the pregame. As Jordan Pintar is the guy that calls it, and Jordan Wilhelm is the guy that creates it.
He's kind of spent about half the school day drawing that baby up.
Or late into the night.
They lob it to Kinnebrew. A little back screen for him. He has to try to get it to Nisley, and it's taken away by the Demons.
Oh, good hands by Tadarian Slack.
Najee Boyd. Demons like those paint touches. Tadarian Slack. Yes, sir.
Little two-hand shot over the head, kind of Jamal Wilkes. Smooth as silk right there for Tadarian Slack.
Good three-point shooter. 6 of 12 in the season as you get a little nickel and dimer. Let's get a look at
let's check this
Jamal
one out.
Wilkes.
Look at it right here. Right over the head. Two-handed. Boom.
One of my favorite announcers, Chick Hearn, used to say when
What do you call that one?
Jamal Wilkes would shoot it, that's a 20-foot layup.
That was pretty good right there.
Demons by 2. Little pocket pass. They find Kralik.
Kralik with the basket.
Yeah, great hands, and what a pass by Nisley. One of the best assist makers in the state. 4 assists a game right there.
Seefeld. Ooh, rattled in and out. Well, I tell you what, Mason Seefeld comes in, and he's going for bear. And there's a steal. 2-on-1. Tradarian flies and scores.
Jumps in the air. The flyby by Nisley. The finish by Tadarian Slack.
Bismarck High back up 39-37. Nisley from the top gets a screen from Kralik. turns the corner. Oh, slam on the brakes, let the defense fly by. Kralik working on the glass, but there's the fly in the ointment, Mason Seafeld. Tredarian is open. They get it. He shot it into the bottom of the rim, and now it's loose. Well, the officials are going to confer.
Do you think he didn't know where he was on that one? I think maybe he lost control of the basketball, Todd, going up.
Hey fans, BSN brings you today's game. Exclusive personalized solutions for North Dakota high school and collegiate programs. Contact their sales pros, Scott Woodmansey, Greg Foster, Naomi Erdahl, and Nate Zachman. Minot State brings you today's game. Be seen, be heard, be you at MSU, as does the UPS store in South Minot. Marketplace Foods Plaza, they're there for all your packing and shipping needs. Kennebrew up ahead off the steal. Nisley with the lefty lay.
Smart play. First a steal by Kennebrew up to Nisley quickly, and like you said, leaned in with the left hand on the right side, didn't allow anybody to block it.
How good is this game projecting to be right now?
2 ties and 6 lead changes this second half.
Artie Carlo. Short, saved smartly by Haroldstead. Nisley floats into the front court. Double team comes.
Braxton Beekler checked in for the Demons. He hasn't played yet.
Haroldstead finds an open Aldinger, set the puppies down and knock it down.
You knew that was going down. Great find and great finish, and sets himself up right there for the catch and shoot for Braylon.
Brennan Greff to answer. No, off the back rim. Rebound off of Kennebrew's hands. Now it's ratcheted out of bounds. 2.
The official underneath was asking for help, Todd, and the official up high said, I got Century off. Well, now the other officials coming over to talk.
Ryan Family Dealership replay. The best part of that play right there was the pass again. Right in the shot pocket. And
exactly, like you said, and it's getting yourself set and ready for that catch.
Now it's a lot easier when that baby butt hits you right between the N and the T. Well, I guess the P and the A on the Patriots on the jersey as the floater for the Demons doesn't drop.
Landon Perry now, the senior, gets some more minutes.
Landon Perry's shaking and baking. And now you get a reach in.
Oh. Gibby Kennebrew wanted the shuffle pass, and he was doing his work. We're practicing that dunk from the wing.
Evans Northern Plains Heating and Air brings you today's game along with our keys of the game. Call Dylan today, 222-2155. As the Demons had that scouted up.
Yeah.
They weren't going to fall for the fake handoff.
It's the 5th turnover for the Patriots this second half.
Najee Boyd and a block foul whistled against Century. It'll send Boyd to the line where, boy, he was automatic the other night against Dickinson from the charity stripe.
Made 8 in a row down the stretch. Finished with 14 points. It wasn't a game high, but, man, he was big down the stretch. He said he's number 3 on the hoop tree, or the free throw tree, TD.
It's an important thing.
It is.
You got to know where the ball needs to be in the hands at the end of a game. As
now, Lugo,
Najee Boyd keeps making free throws.
Alex Lugo just has 31 minutes now, the senior. He's checked in now for the Demons.
Boyd from the Serve Pro stripe.
He's pretty confident right there.
He's shooting free throws from the KC hoop shoot.
Yep. I used that one. I used your line, TD, at the end of the game.
All right.
Or in the interview.
I don't have that one patented. It's not like Shuffle the Puppies.
No. Elks hoop shoot, the KC hoop shoot.
Yep. Just depending on which community you were in.
Yep. It was Elks and Bismarck here.
Kennebrew attacking, somehow saves it. Oh, Haroldstad. Yes, sir!
Zakai! I call that right out of bed for Zakai Haroldstad for a triple. Just checked in the game.
Century by 4, Najee Boyd from deep. Oh, and it hit the standard up top. Yeah, Zakai Haroldstad, we kind of thought as soon as Camden Kramer went down, this junior, the younger brother, Zakai, could be getting some more PT.
I was surprised he played both halves of the JV game because he's playing really well. You can watch him there. He's kind of a point guard too, a guy who handles the basketball. Obviously a good shooter, not afraid to shoot. Watched a lot of the JV game. He can take it to the rack.
Patriots by 4. Demons dug in on the defensive end. Zakai, right elbow jumper. Perry, no. Oh, Kennebrew.
Wow. Hit a duck his head or he's going to hit the rim.
Came flying in. How about flying in as there goes Kalik Austin.
Yeah, that's
coast to coast.
That's a speed right there. I think track coach just said, oh, wait a minute. Watch that. That was pretty good. He thinks we can get him in the 200.
Demons such a rich tradition in track as they're the Demon defense is on vacation, and Zakai Harrelson was on the fun side. Carlo thought he was going to get a free throw opportunity there.
And, go back to that last play. What a find by Braylon Aldinger.
Zakai Harrelstead in the front court. Comes back up top to Nisley. Got it stuck on his hip. Might have shoveled the puppies.
Kennebrew a quiet game tonight, Todd. Just 6 points for him.
Nisley will fade and fire. No. Boyd read that carom, and here he comes. Najee in the front court with 10, 15, not tight, 10-20 to play. Carlo working against Kennebrew. Boyd, picked. Harrelstead saves. Kennebrew in the front court. 2 more.
Wow, what a play right there. Started by Zakai. Got it up to Kennebrew. Couldn't get the dunk, but man, what a great finish with 2 hands. Ooh, there was a good finish. Couldn't get that one to go. Another runner by Carlo, TD.
Yeah, the drive, the glide, everything looked fantastic, but it didn't drop. They leave. Landon Perry. No. Gets it back. Fires it up. No. Rebound off the fingertips of Gibby Kennebrew.
You got to shoot it, right? You're in the game. If you're wide open from 3, Madden himself, he's got cotton mouth right now, Todd. To be get a look on him. He's looking for breaths.
There's that, the good work by Harrelstead. Perry with the throw up and the throw ahead, I should say better.
Well, up ahead, exactly. But what a good look. I mean, from the ground, threw it up ahead there to Kennebrew.
Century by 6 on your BNC National Bank scoreboard. Demons
bucket
for 3. No. Wide right for Najee Boyd. Tadarian couldn't track it down. Hey fans, today's game brought to you in part by Farstead Oil. Find out if their skilled sales team can help you achieve your wholesale fuel, mobile lubricant, and DEF needs. Serving North Dakota, Montana, Western Minnesota since 1938. That's Farstead Oil.
Najee's missed a couple threes. 10 for 23 coming into it, so good shooter. If he has not been close, the 2 he's shot have been way off. He's played a lot of minutes, though.
Kennebrew with a burst, shot fake, score!
Yeah, I got a feeling that we're going to see a lot of Gibson Kennebrew here the second half.
Bismarck High.
And a First International Bank and Trust timeout on the floor. You can find them online at FIBT.com. Century leads 51-43, 9:11 to play, and Gibby Kennebrew's warming up.
$611 per family with $1,223 to the winner. The winning number, 709.
Fast. ServPro arrives within the hour with certified technicians and the tools to handle any challenge. Breathe easy. Trained professionals are here when it matters most. Call ServPro in Minot, Bismarck, or Williston today.
Tip of the cap to Brittany Hill and Aaron Wald producing, running the cameras for us tonight alongside Chuck Claremont, Todd Domries. Back at Olson Gym. The rack attack and the and one for Najee Boyd.
Najee Boyd went right at his defender. I think it was Noah Herr. Herr going to come out right away. And he's Coach Mattern just wants to talk to him. Just said, hey, here's what you got to do. Here's how you got to play defense. And missed that one, Todd. That was just a great burst by Najee Boyd. So quick off the dribble.
Yeah, he put the hesitation on and had it done to perfection. The three-point play makes it a 5-point game. Najee Boyd, the old-fashioned 3 from the serve pro stripe. Makes it 51-46 Century. Post up Nisley. In the mid post, bounces it a couple times. Demons come with a double. Inside out, now around the wheel. Kralik down to 2 to shoot. Nisley is going to have to wind one up. No.
Oh, that's got to be it.
I think Najee Boyd was, he was boxing out, but he was road gradering.
I was just going to call it that, Todd, as great position inside by Kralik. Boyd did everything he could to try to push Kralik out of the way, but when Kralik jumped for the rebound, you could just see he did the loader, he moved him away.
Saw Jordan Wilhelm right there. He's like, hey, those are the plays, I just get up and applaud,
yep,
right, as
absolutely.
a head coach.
Good effort. Those are effort plays.
Aldinger thought about it. Now he takes it. And he hits it.
Hard to his right, behind the back. Dribble, pull up. Third three now for Braylon Aldinger.
Century by 8. Bieber, no. Century with an outlet. 2-on-2, Kinnerbrew slows up, steps back. He's hit. And that's going to be 3 from the serve pro stripe coming for Gibby Kinnerbrew.
Bieber recovered. Almost a push-off by Kinnerbrew, but then Bieber came back as Gibson shot that 3 and had no way to come down, so good call by the officials. 10 points going into this 3 free throws for Gibson. He is a special kid. The only offer we see he has right now is from NDSU. I've got a feeling he's going to get a few more.
Yeah, you think?
Next year or this year, they'll be filling up.
He's 2 for 2 from the stripe. He's a 66% free throw shooter on the season. From the serve pro stripe, where they got 24/7 emergency service. Trained technicians, advanced technology at Serve Pro.
The thing about the Patriots, too, is everybody on the floor can score, and they could score 15, 20 points, every one of those guys.
I guess if you're a 66% free throw shooter in the season, you're going to make
2 for 3 makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah. Sometimes the water seeks its level, and there you saw that earlier, Chuck. The carrying the basketball.
That was a great call by the official. When you go back and watch that, baby, the hand was underneath like a plate, and I think that's what the officials talk about is when your hand's underneath like that, you got to call it. So good call there. Fundamental is the chant by the Patriot faithful.
Century by 10. Kralik, almost had an and one. I think I said, the same time the crowd did.
He's fast would not be what Joey Kralik is, but he's deceptively quick, and he's so crafty. Got in just, you think he's going to go for the shot, and nope, he doesn't jump, and you go up high, and he leans into you. And
Kralik.
So valuable last year in that state championship team. I mean, he's 6, I don't know if he's 6'4". I would guess maybe he is.
Yeah.
But he's solid. Great position.
Handles it, rebounds, he assists, he defends. He's kind of one of those glue guys.
He is, 100%.
And an 80% free throw shooter who just can 2 and gives Century their biggest lead of the game. The lead is 12. Bieber right down Broadway.
Great take. It's a little 3 out. Guys, got a little weave that BHS does, and good take by Grant Bieber. Went right to the hole. 11 points now for Grant.
We're not going to get to 106-103 tonight like we did 4 years ago, but this has been highly entertaining. Century looking to seal the deal on their home floor. From the elbow, Kralik had his pocket pass jammed, and now
that was both Nisley and Kralik hit heads there, Todd. Both of them going down. Nisley in the back of the head, Kralik in the front. Matt doesn't realize it's only his own guy.
That's like a 5-car pileup. And
so everybody, and that just shows the hustle. Hand got tipped, and you saw the head right on the back of the forehead and the back of the head of Nisley. Hopefully they're both okay.
Well, they're staying in.
Nisley's
shaking off the cobwebs.
He's rubbing his eyes. Hitting the back of the head, rubbing his eyes. His dad's saying, come on, you're fine.
Zebra's going to get together. As I can tell you, today's game is brought to you by Bones Barbecue Sauce. Premium barbecue sauce, bottled right here in North Dakota. Great on burgers, ribs, and veggies. Get it at your local store, Cashwise, Marketplace, and Family Fare. Val's Cyclery brings you today's game as well, as that's an inadvertent shuffle of puppies right there. As in downtown Minot since 1960, Val's Cyclery, full line of e-bikes. They also service those e-bikes, sharpening center for knives, scissors, chainsaw blades, and more, and a fitness center as well at Val's Cyclery in downtown Minot.
This is where Century's so good down the stretch. You know, they got guys that can handle it, guys that can deal with the pressure. Whoa! Oh, boy. The jump stop got Bondley way up in the air. Holy cow. And Gibson walks over to him like, you all right?
Sometimes
Here we go, jump stop. Whoop, hello.
Sometimes you get 4-car pileups. That time you had a mid-air collision.
He might have a bruise in that backside tomorrow morning.
Bondley, the quarterback, tough kid himself.
Oh, yeah.
Kralik with the shot fake. Another one. Creates space and scores.
Head fake at the 3, even though most people are going, he's not going to shoot the 3, but he's still got to jump. Got to the lane. Another jump stop. Another finish.
And Kralik had the takeaway. We were talking about Kralik's, all the adjectives for him. We forgot scoring.
We did. He's got 12, or he got 10 now.
Come on, what are we talking about?
7 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists.
It's the part of the game where you wonder, are the Demons going to miss Weston Scott and Kenyatta White in a contest like this?
You know, the defense, and Weston doesn't get enough credit either in terms of he's a great offensive player, but plays great defense. One of the leading rebounders in the West region at 8 rebounds a game, 4 assists. So, you know, you got a guy like that, your point guard. Well, it's hard to replace. Obviously, Century saying the same thing with Camden Kramer.
Yeah, as Haroldstead had to make one to get one. Bieber got whistled for his 3rd personal. And at the Serve Pro free throw line, Xavion Haroldstad in and out. Rebound to Tadarian Slack. Century, your defending AA champs, lead by 13. Bismarck lucky to keep possession. Austin, yes!
That was a big possession. They needed that bad, Todd. Good job by Bieber tracking that one down and dishing it out to Kenyatta, Kalik Austin.
Kalik Austin, his first 3 of the night, 14th of the season, makes it a 10-point game and a First International Bank and Trust timeout on the floor. Century by 10. Here's Kalik Austin.
We realized he had 2 broken bones, was fear. Then once we realized and got a plan with Trinity and our doctor, a lot of comfort.
He told me that he can fix my arm, and he showed me a lot of stuff that he could do to help me.
Trinity Health Orthopedics is as good as you can find anywhere in the country. A lot of us take pride in that, and that's why we stay here and we keep doing what we do.
Trinity Health, making more possible.
At any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
Century by 10 here at Olson Gym. Let's give you a quick live look in over at Hausler Gymnasium.
Oh, we got a good one here.
73-70. Legacy leading Minot High.
Boy, you got 2 iPads. Have them both on. I know Jeff Evink's watching. He said he's got 3 games going. Got 2 iPads and a TV at home.
Somebody told us in the football season he had to get a 5th TV in the garage so he could watch all the contests on the PSP network. On a block party every Friday night. Century by 10 out of that First International Bank and Trust timeout. Speaking of Jeff Eving, a proud sponsor as Nisley hits.
Yeah, First International Bank and Trust, absolutely. Nisley got right in the face of his teammates saying, let's go.
Carlo to the double pump and scoop.
Artie Carlo just 2 points the second half, Todd. Kinnebrew's been guarding him and done an amazing job on him.
Couldn't get that one to drop. That pass just scared everybody in the first 2 rows. Kralik, can he hit another one? No. But he drew some contacts, and it's been a steady trip to the free throw line here in the second half for the Pats.
He's not going to jump over anybody, but he's so good at that pump fake that you're like, I can't believe I just fell for that again.
It's like he's Mr. Fundamental.
Absolutely. Ooh, it was a little short.
Kralik misfires on the first one. The fans got more basketball action coming up next week on the PSP Network. Monday night, you got a doubleheader, St. Mary's at Dickinson, and then a big night on Tuesday. Bismarck High at Mandan, St. Mary's at Minot, Legacy at Minot North, and Williston at Dickinson, a quadruple header on the PSP Network. Kralik got 1 of 2, but we are going the other way as Austin just got whistled for a charge.
And guess who drew it? Kralik. And the Ryan Family Dealership replay was set the whole way. The basket is no good. Good call by the official. Right there was Kralik reading that one, forcing another turnover for the Demons.
Thanks to Ryan Family Dealership for bringing you those replays. Also being a sponsor of PSP Primetime and Dalley's Dimes. Kennebrew, hello! The two-handed sledgehammer!
Right from the free throw line. 2 dribbles, up with 2 feet and a bury. Everybody was waiting for that one, huh?
Century by 14. An air jack 3 by Bieber as Nisley contested it. Carlo, they needed it, and Artie buries it.
Way outside for Artie Carlo. Got his feet set, used the legs.
Drops that home from downtown, does Artie Carlo, makes it an 11-point game. Kennebrew from deep. Yes!
Well, from 0 feet or 20 feet, he's got game.
And he's come alive in the second half, has Gibby Kennebrew. Carlo again. No, off the front rim. Kralik wrestling, and you're going to have somebody's got to jump and somebody's got to foul.
The foul took precedent. Good hustle by Greff. Got into position. Just couldn't get 2 hands around the basketball because they're going to go the other way because the Demons got 10 team fouls this half now. Joey's going to get there quick to take some deep breaths as he missed the last 2 free throws badly.
Number 1 Century 11-0. Number 2 Bismarck 11-0. Century with a lead right now as we got a First International Bank and Trust timeout on the floor. They've been doing it since 1910. You can find those folks online at FIBT.com. Patriots by 14. Triple threes on your scoreboard.
And invested wisely. Whether it's paying for a child's education, taking the family trip you've dreamed of, giving back to the community, or funding a confident retirement, we can help you reach your goals. We are passionate about helping you make smart decisions about your spending and saving so you can feel confident about the future while enjoying life today. Together, we can design a personalized plan that takes into account your short and long-term needs and wants, but is flexible enough to adjust as your life changes.
Every football fan has their Sunday routine. Maybe it's setting your lineup, firing up the grill, or claiming your spot on the couch. But the center of every Sunday is the drive. The morning drive home before kickoff. The drive to your buddy's watch party. Wherever you're headed, we can take you there.
Right in your living room, Joey Kralik shooting these. Short.
He's been short the last 3. TD, we got our sign up underneath. It's so secure right now. We've had that cop standing by our sign the entire night. Nobody's taking that baby.
As Joey Kralik gets 1 of 2 from the Serve Pro free throw line. Kralik's making a bid for an MVP.
Oh, yeah, he's got inside track right now.
Greff. As Bismarck needed it, and he drilled it.
How about that for the set shot, one-handed throw? He's got 2 this game. Baby's not over. BHS can score in bunches.
Oh, absolutely. Still plenty of time with the shot clock. Century can take the arrow out of it with the best of them, though. Kralik, they don't double. He shoots, no good. Nisley flies in, and they say it's off of Kalik Austin.
That time Greff played good defense. Stayed down, didn't go for the third pump fake.
Well, Joey's definitely making him work.
He is.
Century gets a new clock. Patriots go to the handoff.
They'll run this clock.
Haroldstead poked away nicely by Boyd and Greff. And you're going to get a foul on Xavion Haroldstead.
Yeah, just the 15 foul as Haroldstead was working hard down to the floor. Good old man defense. Let the guy go by you, poke it away from behind.
It's been a series that Bismarck High has led now since 2020. 10-6. Demons have the series lead with Bismarck High losing the last two, however. Oh, right in the lap and the breadbasket of Grant Bieber.
Missed basket and the tip from Kalik Austin right to Grant Bieber.
Century's won the last two. They swept last year, including, didn't sweep last year, but they won the last two in the season, including the WDA championship.
Yeah, it was home and away. Bismarck High won at their home, and Century won here.
When you talk to every coach in this league, they say any wins on the road are good wins in the WDA. Artie Carlo jumping the route. Gets in the personal space of Gibson Kinnebrew, and that will send the junior Kinnebrew to the line.
Big second half for Gibson. He had 6 points, 3 field goals in the first half. He's got 11 this second half. Make that 12. I already circled it, so I knew he was going to make it.
From the Servpro line, Gibson Kinnebrew makes the first.
20 points, 5 rebounds, 3 steals, 3 assists.
Second one also good. And even 2 to play. Demons got to close into a 12-point lead. Kalik Austin, no.
How about the defense Aldinger's played tonight? He's
Nisley
done a really good job moving his feet.
Slows it down. Now he turns it over. And Greff will go up and send it in with one hand.
The mustache man right there with the steal at half court. Right-handed jam.
Down to a 10-point lead. 93 seconds to play. Coach Wilhelm down there in the praying mantis stance, trying to get his defense dug in. Aldinger no good. Nisley misses the follow. Tipped away by Aldinger, but good shield off there by Kalik Austin. It'll be Demon basketball. Stay tuned after the game. We'll have our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads post-game show. Demons got to go. They're down by 10. Carlo, slams on the brakes. Oh, but it doesn't fall in. Rebound attempt for Bieber. Loose off of Haroldstad. He tips it, and how about the hustle? And you're going to get a jump ball.
Jump ball on the floor.
Arrow is favoring Century. Or, I beg your pardon, is favoring Bismarck High. 71-61 on your BNC Bank scoreboard.
Whoop.
Off a screen, Austin. That was contested nicely by Aldinger. He missed everything. Century baseball pass up ahead. Kinnebrew. Here he goes. And there it goes down. The two-handed jam. Carlo flips it with the left. Rebound putback is good.
Kalik Austin with the putback.
Austin with the follow. But with a half a minute to play, Century is going to take a First International Bank and Trust timeout. FIBT.com is where you find the good folks at First International Bank and Trust. Century by 10. And here's the high flyer, Gibson Kinnebrew.
I can't believe I wrecked my car.
There are some things in life we can't control, but what's important is how we respond. At Jerome's Collision Center, they provide the highest quality of service, assuring the job gets done stress-free and making it feel like a breath of fresh air. And to give you peace of mind, they handle the insurance.
Are you even a therapist?
Don't worry about it. Jerome's, they're the experts. Jerome's.
The First International Bank and Trust timeout. Century will trigger it in. Kralik cannot get it in. And the Patriots will burn a timeout. Century by 10. It's a First International Bank and Trust timeout on the floor. Founded in 1910, serving rural and urban communities across Arizona, Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota. You can find them online at FIBT.com. Our timeouts brought to you season long by First International Bank and Trust. Hey fans, your live broadcast home for postseason basketball and hockey in Western North Dakota is the PSP Network. All that action on our subscription platform, PSP Plus. Passes coming soon. 148 games. Fans, it'll be the best deal in sports. 15 tournaments, all packaged up for less than one trip to a concession stand. You can watch all those games and get your app and download it right now on your favorite app store, your PSP Plus app. Getting ready for postseason. We'll have the subscription plans and whatnot coming up here in just a few minutes on our social media platforms as the Demons to steal. Bieber cranks it up from deep. Greff tracks down a rebound. We're down to 13 seconds to play. Century by 10. Poked out of bounds. It'll belong to the Demons right in front of their bench. That looks like Century is going to move to 12-0 in the season. Demons will taste defeat for the first time. Carlo, no, wide right. Battle for the board. Kalik Austin got hit. And 1.7 seconds left. It's going to be a foul on Nisley and Kalik Austin. Another double-figure game for him. The 6'3 sophomore short from the Serve Pro stripe. Second one. In and out and back in. Century inbounds, and we have a final score from Olson Gym tonight. Century 73, Bismarck 64. Patriots #1 and still undefeated. Now welcome you to our planning team financial advisors, Shots Crossroads postgame show. Planning Team Financial Advisors, helping clients work towards financial freedom. And Shots Crossroads, your post-game headquarters. You can order online at shotscrossroads.com. Century by 9. Chuck Claremont patrolling the sidelines. Going to get a word with head coach Darren Matter, player interview as well. All right, let's settle it down and take it away, Chuck.
Thanks, Todd. Coach, that first half was crazy. I mean, everybody was standing room only in this gym, and what you got to like is early in the season, like getting a chance to play in tournament-type atmosphere.
Well, Chuck, we feel like that's every game. No, they're just a really good team, and, they're just a lot of buddies playing against each other, and then they get a chance to display their skills in an atmosphere like this. It's pretty special, so, it just speaks for both programs. Both programs have been at a high level for a long, long time, and, it was amazing how hard these kids were playing tonight. I think they were playing so hard, it was hard to make baskets. And, it was just a fun atmosphere to be a part of.
One of the beauty of your team is so many kids can score. And when somebody isn't shooting, somebody else steps up. And you had guys, I think you had 4 guys in double figures again. Tonight, it happens like that time and time again for you guys.
Yeah, it's a big emphasis. And we just think we're going to be a better team if we have multiple guys that can score the basketball. And you're going to have nights where you don't shoot it well. And I don't think we did the other night at St. Mary's. And our defense kept us in the basketball game. And, there's going to be nights that offense comes and goes, but we got to be good defensively. And I thought, I don't know what they averaged. I think it was like 90. And we held them to 60, so that's a pretty good effort on the defensive end tonight.
Yeah, and for you guys too, you played I think 7 or 8 guys. You had some extra guys come in that didn't get necessarily a lot of minutes. They're giving you some minutes, letting your guys rest a little bit, whether they're scoring or not.
Yeah, we just need to be a team. And you've heard me say this many times, Chuck. Our bench needs to be an extension of our starters, and there can't be any drop-off. And I just really like their energy tonight. Whether you make shots or not, just play at a high level, understand the game plan, and contribute that way. And you're only going to get better if you do that.
Yeah, and lastly for you guys too is it feels like you do a really good job finding the right matchups, finding the kids that maybe have a better matchup than the next, whether it's posting up Gibby, whether it's putting Nisley in a good position to score, or Shirley at the end going to Kralik a bunch.
Yeah, I mean, we got a high IQ team, and that makes it a lot easier for our coaching staff. But no, that's what basketball is. It's all matchups, and you always try to find the right ones. And some nights it works out, and some nights not. But I thought our kids did a nice job of making good decisions for the most part tonight. And this is the building block, and we just need to continue to get better.
Yeah, it's a great win tonight. Congratulations. All right, thank you. Joey Kralik, step in here. We were questioning whether you're 6'4". You're pretty close, but I got to tell you tonight, you just seem to take your spots. I think that's the beauty of your team, and surely the beauty of you. You know what your role is.
Yeah, for sure. You don't have to do anything fancy. When you got players like Gibby, Garrett, Xavier, and Braylon, you know what you have to do, and you know what your teammates can do, and you know their strengths, and you know how to become a good team.
And for you, it seemed like that second half, especially, you thought you had maybe a good matchup. You were taking the guy inside, you're taking him outside. You're doing whatever you can. And when do you feel like you need to put forth a better offensive effort?
Coaches have been on me all year about being more aggressive. So they've just really in practice, and then they just teaching me how to be more aggressive. So I feel like I can score against anybody. So if it's outside, inside, if they're guarding me all the way up top, I just feel like I can go and score. And if I don't score, I can get shots for my teammates. So it's
one thing I think you do such a good job of is it's your energy, right? Your team feeds off you. Every time there's a ball on the ground, you're in the ground. What is it that in your mindset that it's like every basketball, it seems like you can go get it?
It's just the little things. Coach Doug has been on us every practice, every year. It's just, he really harps about the little things. Be the first one on the floor, get the 50-50 balls. If it's like, if you're not sure you're going to get it, go try. May as well. Nothing's going to hurt. You get an extra possession, so.
You got that football mentality that surely seems to help sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, once you go from football to basketball, you just it's just easy to keep the mentality, so it's really good.
So how do you move on from this? You beat a number 2 team in the state in Bismarck High. Lots of season left, though, even though it's a big win.
We're going to see BHS again, probably another time. It just depends, who we're playing. We got to carry out the game plan, and we got to take every opponent, not lightly, because anything can happen any night.
Congratulations, great job. TD, back to you.
Yeah, well done, Chuck Claremont. Doing our interviews tonight on the PSP Network as part of your Planning Team Financial Advisor, Shots Crossroads Postgame Show. You heard there from 17th year head coach Darren Mattern and none other than the senior Joey Kralik. Final on your BNC Bank scoreboard, it's Century 73, Bismarck 64, and our Planning Team Financial Advisor, Shots Crossroads Postgame Show rolls on from Century High School.
Is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
At Ryan Buick GMC, we treat every day like game day.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen.
1.2-liter turbo engine, ultra-wide screen, on 2. Ready?
We know how to get you in the right vehicle.
Canyons, and hut, hut.
From the test drive to the handoff, we make every step easy. This season, start your drive at Ryan Buick GMC.
At Planning Team Financial Advisors, we help individuals create their personalized strategies. We specialize in financial planning, retirement planning, insurance, and 401k distribution options. Don't leave your future to chance. Call Planning Team Financial Advisors today for a free retirement review. Planning Team Financial Advisors, your plan, your future, your team.
It's like a Mardi Gras in here. Everybody hasn't left, either that or they're warming up their cars. Maybe one of those two things.
I would think that's it.
Maybe some of both. What a game. Century victorious in WDA boys basketball tonight. Final on your BNC Bank scoreboard, 73-64. Demons still undefeated. They move to 12-0. Number 2, Bismarck High, falls to 11-1. It's our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show. Planning Team Financial Advisors helping folks towards farm or business succession. They're here to help you work towards achieving your financial goals. You can visit them online at planningteam.com. And Shots Crossroads. Check out the famous 99 and order online at shotscrossroads.com. Team buses are always welcome. All right, we'll get you a BNC scoreboard update here in just a second. But first, let's run through the final game numbers, and we'll roll some post-game highlights here on your Shots Crossroads Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show.
For the Demons, 64 points. They had 3 in double figures, 14 for Artie Carlo, 13 for Kalik Austin. Grant Bieber played solidly tonight. He had 13 points, 8 each for Najee Boyd and Brennan Greff, and then 5 for Tadarian Slack, for their total of 64. Demons were 12 of 13 from the free throw line and made 6 3-pointers tonight for their total of 64 points. For the Patriots, they had 6 in the scoring column, but 4 of them were in double figures, and 1 just missed it, led by the 21 of Gibson Kinnebrew. 15 big ones down the stretch, including, did he have 2 or 3 dunks? 2? 3 dunks.
Yeah,
I think
3.
he had 3. So 21 points for Gibson Kinnebrew, 16 for Garrett Nisley, 9 in the first half for him, 11 each for Joey Kralik and Xavier Haroldstead, 9 for Braylon Aldinger and 3 threes, and then 5 for Zakai Haroldstead. He only played about, maybe 5 minutes, but he was effective in those times that he got in. That was their total of 73. They were 10 of 15 from the free throw line and made 7 3-pointers. Tied at 30 at the half. Century moved ahead 51-46 midway through the second half, and then it was that last 9 minutes of the game that really the Century kind of took over and played really good defense. The Demons hung in there as they got down. I think at one point, what was the biggest? They were down, you find it here, they were down probably 13 or 15, 69-54. The final score, 73-64. Patriots remain undefeated and probably number 1, I'm assuming.
I would say they would have to stay number 1, right?
Yep.
If you beat number 2 on your home court and you hold serve in that fashion, you will be number 2. All right, fans, a couple things yet to take care of here on our Planning Team Financial Advisor Shots Crossroads postgame show. First up, it's your move of the game. Brought to you by Spas, etc. Want to check out a new spa, sauna, hot tub, game for your rec room. You can find all that, a massive inventory and next level sales team at Spas, etc. here in Bismarck. He had a couple dunks by Gibson Kinnebrew, one of his ones he likes to call the back scratcher. That was awesome. But This is a play that caught our attention. The dig out by Zakai Haroldstad leads to a Kennebrew fast break, and that's your Spas, etc. move of the game.
Yeah, just a minute, the guy's off the bench. First the pass you mentioned, the steal, then he flipped it up to Perry right here. So falls down, gets it up, fifth to Perry, then Perry a great forward pass up ahead to Kennebrew for the lay-in. That is absolutely a great play. 3 guys involved in that one in our Spa, etc. move of the game.
Yeah, and you see the hustle, you see the vision, you see the explosiveness all in a single play. There's your Spas, etc. move of the game tonight. All right, fans, that's a wrap for basketball action tonight here on the PSP Network. We had a quadruple header again, 5 games simultaneous for you. We mentioned next week we got Monday basketball action, St. Mary's at Dickinson, a girls and boys doubleheader, and then a quadruple header of WDA basketball on Tuesday. Bismarck High at Mandan, that's next action for the Demons. Jamestown is at Century. That is not a PSP game, by the way, but St. Mary's at Minot is. Legacy at Minot North is, and Williston at Dickinson is. So, again, 4 WDA boys basketball contests for you on Tuesday night, upcoming here on the PSP Network. All right, fans, last thing for us, it's our MVP of the contest, brought to you by Sport Clips. They keep you looking your best. You can check in online with a hairstylist today at sportclips.com. And Joey Kralik, man, I love the effort and the game. And there's so many things that I don't know if Joey gets enough credit for in his basketball repertoire.
He could pass the basketball. 2 assists a game. He surely can rebound. And then tonight he showed, hey, I can score. And he had some great moves. We had 3 or 4 options in terms of what we were going to pick, TD, for him. But I don't know if you played all 3 of them. But bottom line, Kralik played just a great game throughout. And I love his energy. I think that's such a key for this Century team is he just brings it all the time. He brings that energy. He brings the strength, the football mentality. Him and Zakai or Xavier and Haroldstead do such a good job at that. And everybody appreciates. I know the coaches appreciate what he brings to the table. And I would tell you, I'm 6'3" and a quarter, and he's right there in my eyes, CD, so I won't question him again in his height. He was right all over that one. So Joey Kralik is our Sport Clips MVP of the game. 11 points tonight, but he did way more than that.
Yeah, 100%. Check in with a hairstylist online at sportclips.com. They bring you our MVP of the contest. One last time, your broadcast home for postseason basketball and hockey is the PSP Network. Catch all these games on PSP Plus. Get your app and download it now from your favorite app store. Subscriptions and passes coming soon. WDA basketball, all the Class B region basketball you can possibly stand. Qualifiers, we've got district tournaments, and from the frozen pond at the VFW, WDA hockey. All kinds of postseason action coming from the PSP Network. All right, hey, that was fun, partner.
That was good.
Yeah, let's give a BNC scoreboard update here before we sign off. As your boys' finals tonight, boy, a good one across Northtown Bismarck as Legacy picks up a nice home victory over Minot High, 75-73, your final there. Of course, Century here wins by 9. And Mandan on the road gets a nice win at St. Mary's tonight, 69-56. And the Dickinson Mavericks take care of the Jamestown Blue Jays at home, 88-72. There's your BNC scoreboard update. All right, yeah. Let's do another one versus 2. Those are kind of fun. Yeah.
I would say they're pretty fun.
Yeah, well done. Well done.
Good job, everybody, man.
Well done by the team. Big thanks to Shots Crossroads and Planning Team Financial Advisors for bringing you our postgame. And within that postgame, you have your Sport Clips MVP. That's Joey Kralik. And your move of the game, the steal, the vision from Kralik, steal by Haroldstead, hustle by Haroldstead, and the explosive finish for Gibby Kennebrew. That's your Spas, etc. move of the game. Great job by the team tonight. Couldn't do it without the man back in the mothership. That's Nick Hallberg for Brittany Hill and Aaron Wald, our producer and camera operator, and Chuck Claremont. I'm Todd Domrys. Repeating your final scores, it's a Century sweep tonight. Patriot girls win 62-49, and the Patriot boys complete the doubleheader sweep with a 73-64 victory over the Bismarck Demons. That was fun. We'll do it again on the PSP Network, but for now, that's a good night from Lynette Olson Gymnasium in North Bismarck.